midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, and tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Time to reinol, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, let's fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Ooh, hello friends. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, team. You are now joining the Rockster stream. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am your host and your friend, slightly hungover Matt. As we start the new week off, apologize, my voice is a little bit out. I partied a little too hard this weekend. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. New week, new month, new everything. I got a big, busy day today. Busy week today. Oh, things are just crazy. A prop score launching soon. We're supposed to like launch today, but we're actually launching next Monday. So developers and us decided to push the launch festivities ahead one more week, so we should be good. Good morning, everybody. Can I get some good mornings in chat? As always, you always bring it forward. Good mornings and some rockets and some love. As always, St. M's, good morning. Levi Jones, Wax, Graham, good morning, Fraser, good morning, G, RVJ, Relax Fives, Mixing Mama, Awaifa, Simon Dean, Alex Mate, good morning, Giannis, good morning, Uniquely Shushan. What else? 77 issues in Trade of 8. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it Trade of 8 with props or Trade of 8 with like the broker? Sometimes the prop side is bad and the broker side's always been good for me, so. But in anyone's defense, prop data feeds get crazy during like crazy events sometimes, and every prop platform I've ever traded props on have always been sort of weird at times. It's never super smooth anywhere, to be honest. Idishi Crafts, Hermes, John Wicks, Eric Grialva, good morning. Toward Too Machado, Farina, hey. Farina, I typed a message in chat if you don't mind checking it out. Rogue the Lamb, hello, Digital Nukes. Rogue the Lamb, I gotta send you an email today. Say you haven't sent it yet, but I'll send it to you today. Special Monday, May 4th announcement. May 4th announcement made yet. Yes. Ninja Trader Arena Cup is on, and you know how these tournaments go. Rocket Scooter, by far, and I mean by far, are the most successful competition tournament winners in the history of live streaming futures trading. There has been nobody, and I mean nobody, and no three people added together with as many first place and second place and third place victories together as we have in tournaments. We go to tournaments and we crush, and we crush, and we crush. Our guys have been all over the board in every Arena Cup and everything. So every time there's a tournament for pride, for demonstration, for showing we're the best, go to the Ninja Trader Arena Cup. Sign up. It's free, 100% free. And I mean free. Even if you don't want to sign up and do it, sign up and take a spot. That way, other people that are competing have one smaller chance to win because that's one person not competing against them. As I gotta say, when it comes to tournaments, we win as much as we can. I want to see Rocket Scooter in the top 10 in every single one of those heats. It's free. It's free. It's free for any posting link. Go click that link. Just register. It's a paper trading account for $250,000 worth of prizes, and you don't have to enter. Imagine the best return on your time investment ever is this. Imagine spending all this time, spending hundreds of dollars every day on different props to try to pass and get a $5,000 payout. Imagine trying to trade a free account that costs you nothing to win 250 grand total worth of prizes. I mean, the top prize I think is like 100 grand. Imagine if you win. Imagine if you got lucky and won. It doesn't matter. But go there, and I'm gonna see Rocket Scooter top of those leaderboards, as we always are, because you guys are amazing. And I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna go out there. It's a pride thing. We're gonna show off how good we are, or we're gonna blow up in style. But anyways, click that link, and for the rest of the month, while the entries are open, this is the requirement for our giveaways. So that's the announcement. Always get excited about tournaments. You know how it is. And I hear through the grapevine, Tradeify one of these days is going to be doing Grand Cup number 2, and you know we came up to the Tradeify Grand Cup and we got second place. But I would like to say I think we were the most consistent performing group there was, because we were in the top 3 from the very first day, and we never left the top 3 the whole entire tournament. We just bounced between first and third the whole time. And other people were like 10th to first, and first to 10th, and 8th to second, and second to 20th. And we were just like boom, 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 boom. Hungover every Monday. Hey man, I know I look tired. I'm hungover as shit. I went to bed face down on my couch at 5 p.m. yesterday. It was great. Yep. Good morning, everybody, and the rest of the good mornings today. Yep. Good morning. I'll talk more about the Ninja Trader Cup, but every single time they have it, we go compete in every tournament, every major tournament. And this is a tournament of pride. We're going to go out there and show off how good we are. It's been a while since we had a tournament as a team, but this is one that we're going to do. All right. YOLO, World Trader, C, Sisty, NQ Volume Edge, good morning, Ultimate Flow, AX Crypt, good morning. Click that link and sign up. There we go. You have to make an AMP broker for live future in Rocket Scooter. Any broker data will work live in Rocket Scooter. So as long as it has a CQG login, we can tie your CQG login to here. So any broker, not just AMP, but AMP is like the preferred broker by most people because it requires the most, it's the easiest hurdle to get in. It's like the minimum deposit's the low. It's only $100 deposit. So like fresh or someone with a hangover? Well, I think that's what 17 hours of sleep will probably do. Not really sleep. Let's start over. Maybe like 5 hours of actual sleep. About 5 hours of falling in and out of sleep, and the other 7 hours doom scrolling and eating chips. 1 second, guys. All right. Wait, you don't trade Rocket Scooter? Can you join? Yeah, just join. Join in general. Join to help Rocket Scooter out by not even trading. If you don't want to trade, doesn't even matter. Just join. Go there, sign up. It takes like literally 30 seconds to sign up for the account. Go there, sign up, and join. That's it. The Trade Arena Cup. It's the biggest tournament right now of the year. It's the biggest tournament ever in this year so far. Not gonna be another bigger tournament to come through. We're gonna go there. We're gonna crush everybody out there and things that can out trade you guys. You go over there and crush it. And crush it. Welcome to the morning show, everybody. Like I said before, we are the most winningest trading community on the planet. We've had people here top 5 in the Robins. Second place Ninja Trade, and second place Tradeify Grand Cup. One of our individual competitors was in the top 10. I think they won. Did Lucas? Lucas, are you here? Lucas, did you win, right? I think you won. Or you're third, second or third or something. You were the top 3. I thought you were like winning for a while. But anyways, up there. We've won tournaments. So we're gonna show up. We're gonna show them how good you guys are. Do you have to create a new username for NC Arena? I don't know if you have to create a new one. You can probably sign up with the original one. Just make sure you use that link that you're that way you're with us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And the rest of the team. Good morning, everybody. I love waking up with y'all here with the good mornings, feeling nice and good. Start the trading day, and we're off. It is by far the let's just call it the pissing contest of the year so far. We're ready to go up there and show how good we are, guys. As always. Now, this is my first time looking at the market, so I don't know what's going on. It looks like a bunch of nothing. Bunch of nothing today. And I had quite the weekend. You know, went to a there's a what am I trying to do here? Yeah, went to a, what did we do Friday night? I can't even remember. We're supposed to go to the movies on Friday or something. We didn't go. We did something else. We did something else that night. My kid had his first communion Saturday morning, and then from then on it was just party. Like 2 days. Not because of the first communion. We just had a cake and juice. But after first communion, out with the family. After that, went out to Kentucky Derby. Yep, that's what it was. Kentucky Derby. Start drinking at noon, you know, like all day, just chilling. We went to one place, then another place, and another place. Ended up, middle of the morning, come home, wake up, take off in the morning for 2 different F1 events and a car show. I was in a car show, and it's just bam, 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 bam. Got home. It's like sitting out in the sun. Just my buddy opened a new club, so you know, I hit all my closest companions and, you know, business partners and things like that. They're all restaurant club owners, you know, all the stuff I do outside of trading. And so my buddy opened a brand new club, and we went to like there was a soft open, but we didn't go to the soft open because it was a day before. We were already we were already kind of like committed to the movies. We went the next night, the very first open for the public night. It was like packed. It was so freaking cool. Good stuff, good times. Everybody we knew that was there, and we just hung out with all of our friends. We don't see that often. Don't get out that much since you know I'm working so hard all the time, but it's good. So I've lost my voice. I've got a sunburn. I was like standing out, you know, into the Houston Ferrari Club, had a little meetup, and we went over there and we're standing outside in the parking lot. You know how car meetups are. Everybody just chills, chats, looks at everyone's car, the sun blasts on my face, cooking my skin. Yeah, so if you sign up to for that link, that's it. Just sign up for that link for the Ninja Trader, that's it. May the 4th be with you, all of you friends and Star Wars fans here. I was super excited to launch Prop Score on May the 4th, but unfortunately, not going to happen. How does your player name sound? Licky the rocket scooter. Wait, Licketh rocket scooter. Oh, Licketh. All right, I'm trying to. It's like really small on my screen. Licketh rocket scooter. Hey man, I like it. I like it a lot. Go in there, make your name like Rocket Scooter if you want. You don't have to make a Rocket Scooter. I don't care. Like, but if you do, that'd be kind of cool. Make sure you sign up for the qualifier 1 because you only enter once. Sign up for qualifier 3 because that was the first thing that came up for you. Now you're stuck until June. Hey, it doesn't matter which one you sign up for. Let me tell you about Relax. Don't even worry about it. So there's 3 different qualifiers. You can choose which heat you want to do. There's nothing wrong with choosing 1, 2, or 3. Spread out if you want. Last year, last Arena Cup, I was supposed to compete in 1 and they moved me to 3. So you could pick any one that you want, and then of those 3 heats, you pass. I forgot which place you have to be in. Let me double check that. The top. Qualifier 3 is shot for cash prizes and a seat in the Arena Cup. Final round. The qualifier features a $20,000 prize pool with cash payouts for the top 130 finishers. And I don't remember how many. Like I said, everybody go sign up for it. Once it's full, it's full. So you have to sign up for it now. Once it fills up pretty damn quick because every influencer out there is like yapping about it. So, I think how many advance to the next round? Do you guys know, mods? I gotta look this up. There's I think it's like the. Let me look at it here. Let me open it up. Oh, something's going on in the market here. Is it 130? Oh, okay. 130 from each round. Go to the final plus 10 special guests for a total of 400 people in the finale. Oh, okay. What's going on with the market today? Dropping up and down here. Some kind of news. All right. Let's go to old financial juice here and see what's going on. Friends, welcome to the stream. My besties. I love you guys to death. You made $1,000 on that dip. You made 100,000 pennies on that dip. Come on now. You are a pro. Let's talk about that. My instinct was like, let me just wing it with the short myself. I thought about it this morning. I'm like, yeah, nah, no trades, nothing at all. I didn't touch the market overnight. Got home woke up. So Sunday morning was cool. Was immediately woke up after a night of partying. Like I'm talking like a night of partying. Like I was in bed till like 4 a.m. kind of thing. Some parts of that party are too non-PG for a PG rated stream. Even you guys are degenerates, you're not degenerate enough for that night's party. So anyways, after come home, woke up, went to the Aston Martin had this really cool collaboration with this racing club we go to. And so we were like there for the first part of the F1. F1 got bumped up because of the rain situation. So they had to move everything up. And so everything we were planning on, like, I was like, oh, thank God, you know, I can just kind of chill until like 3 p.m. or whatever. Like, nope, 11 o'clock. Like, I can get up, get out there. It had been raining. So, you know, my car had a little bit of like water spot on there. So I grabbed my microfiber and I went there and I kind of like buffed out some of the water spots on the windows and stuff and wiped those down. And because my car was in the show. So everybody had Aston in Houston. So they like parked their cars out in front of the event. So it was kind of neat. To see an Aston only crew. I haven't met any of my fellow Aston Martin owners because they don't really have a lot of events. Not really the most popular, not really the most popular brand for like the Houstonian elites, I guess. You don't see a lot of them. So it was nice to meet everybody that kind of like was from the group. What was I trying to do here? I was in the middle of doing something. What was I trying to do? I was over here looking at something. Missile alert. Oh, it's always something. What was I trying to look at? I moved over my mouse to Discord. I'm talking to you guys about this Aston thing, and I'm scrolling up and down like mindlessly, completely forgetting what I was supposed to be doing. What was I looking up? What was I looking up? I was looking up something. What was it? Am I missing something? Am I forgetting something? Chat. My brain just completely stopped. Was it the news? Oh, it was the news. That's what I was looking for. No wonder I couldn't, like, I was sitting here in Discord doing this. I was like talking to you guys and I mindlessly, I was looking for something. I was looking for the news, which means that's here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for bringing me back, guys. Oh, we need to come back. I need some coffee. That's what I'm sitting here like scrolling up and down Discord. I'm like, wait, what was I doing? I was over here trying to find the news. A completely different website, completely different page, completely different screen. Oh boy, it's not a good start to the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we're screwed. I should probably not trade today. Here it is. UAE issues potential missile threat alert. Oh, okay. Brand stuff, probably, you know, up and down, probably not gonna do anything. But just maybe, what I feel like is like, maybe every single day these news outlets are just testing algos. Let's see how sensitive the algos are today. Bomb threat. Missile threat. Maybe we're not gonna make a deal today. And they look and see how far it goes. They look at it and say like, oh crap, Wall Street's completely immune to the news now. Okay, let's move to a different topic. You know what I mean? Maybe they just, conspiracy theory, they throw out these things just to test to see the response. Oh, people are still responding to it. Great. All right, keep spinning that news, Chuck. All right, we're on it. That's it. How was your weekend, fam? Bro, yeah, Ali. I'm dragging today. And, you know, it was really good. And iDoc is dragging. And she's probably still passed out. We had a good time though. Our friends, we hung out with our friends on Friday who like to party all day when there's an event. Like I'm talking like all day. Like they'll get up and they'll go all day. And we go from like place to place to place to place. We just hop around, which is fun. Boy, am I tired though. We're gonna have to wake up. But it's pretty fun. And the funny thing was, like, with the place we went to go watch Derby yet, so it was at this place called Brasserie 19. It's like this, like, you know, bougie French restaurant, but it's like the it place to go for like the Houston wealthy elite. So you're talking like, you go out front of this little tiny French cafe, and there's just like, there's a Bugatti Chiron like parked right out front. There's a, you know, just like endless amounts of McLarens and Lambos, and just like that, the who's who of whatever. And it's all the old people, you know, older people that go there. cool crowd, like nicest crowd ever. And it's like derby, everyone's dressed up. I'm like the only one not dressed up, and I guess that's just my signature to not dress up that often unless I really have to. Too hot to wear a suit, so I wear a t-shirt and jeans. But in traditional non-matte fashion, I know what I was doing in Discord. I was looking for the dynamics. Aha, I was trying to do something productive here. A traditional matte, loading up t-shirt and jeans, but unlike traditional matte, I wasn't wearing all black, so I wore a white t-shirt, and I was like, that's my way of being derby-like. My t-shirt is white, so it's very lighthearted and friendly. So that was seriously that. It was just like really fun event, super crazy. 257. We had this like, so you can get tables inside of there. So we had this like table right at the front, right in front of the TV. So they had TVs over the bar. They had a second TV to the right of the bar facing the restaurant area. And so right in front of the TV, we specifically got that table right there so we can be right in front of the TV. So that was like the prime spot. But they wheeled out this like old Vizio TV that looked like the TV you had in college, I swear. And it kept like going in and out, like turning off. You'd have to plug it in, plug it. It was some wonky little TV. So we were like at this awesome table. So we kept having to like peek over around the bar and walk around. Horrible. I'm telling you, man. What a horrible weekend. I'm just kidding. But that was it. Got to see the race, got to see the horse in last place, get in first place, which is kind of crazy. Never really seen that before at the Derby, but that was kind of fun. Golden, whatever his name was. Golden Ticket, Golden Goose. What was his name? Golden Horse. Golden, what the heck was his name? Golden Winner. His name was Golden Tempo. Golden Tempo. That's crazy. The odds were like 23 to 1 to win. So if Tempo was your ticket, that paid off pretty good. Freaking horse in last place, just like, nah, we're just going to go all around everybody and then make our way in the first. It's kind of fun. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent on Iran. The U.S. is opening up to straight Fox News. Oh, pretty cool. It's like, speaking of horses, we're kind of like beating a dead horse there with the continual, is a straight open, is a straight close, straight open, straight close. Reminds me of the Chinese trade war of 2018. There are tariffs. Just kidding. There are tariffs. Now we worked it out. No, we're going to tariff anyways. No, we're going to talk it out. They didn't agree to talk. Yes, we did. No, we didn't. You're lying. No, you're lying. Okay, tariffs then. Okay, no, we'll work it out. The market's just like, this appetite for that news was like a year long, and it was crazy. So I feel like every other day it's like, is the straight open or close? I don't even know. I don't know where it's going. I'll never even know. So we'll figure something out. I don't know. Hold up. Hold on one second. All right, friends, welcome to the stream. Woo, flat open. You know how we love this. Love this coin flip days. We start off, no telling what the market's gonna do. Last week I went live with what's it called? Take Profit Trader. So live, talking about prop firms, right? So you guys know Prop Score, something we're doing. The launch, we've moved it ahead another week. We still got so much work we got to do just to polish it up and call it like launch ready. So one more week. It's crazy how crazy it's grown. Our Discord almost has 3,000 people in it, maybe even 3,000 by the time I woke up, maybe 3,000 now. But it's so crazy you guys have been so supportive of our project. It's by far a hit. And we talked to all the prop firms. They love the idea. They love the idea of the transparency, the truth being told about, you know, which firms are good and bad. I mean, nobody's doing this. It's a whole pay for play thing. And we're hopefully going to carve that into the industry where I think at the end of the day, I'd be super thrilled if the way prop industry was completely changed. No more tens of thousands of affiliate marketers. No more, you know, like there was like just like a straightforward path to get funded without this like pay for play sort of whatever. I mean, you know, in an ideal world, you would have some strict education on what firms do, and without having to like, you know, there's a lot of people that are like, buy this, it's great, but they're not like disclosing it's a paid partnership, and they're not telling you like what the reality of it is. Like this is a game changer. And you kind of like go to your Twitter 10 years ago and you used to look at it for like good investment posts, like, oh, this is a good financial post, like there's a good DD on this one stock, or here's a good analysis in the S&P. And now you're just bombarded with ads from everybody you follow. Everyone's a salesman now. So how do you know what's good and what's bad? So prop score was invented for that reason. Should be good. What are these wicks? Dude, it's pure manipulation today. It really feels like I'm a little chilling on the sideline right here. So I'm like sitting here. Okay, well, this is where that kind of volatility is spanning at. VIX is above continuum midpoint. We know this triple B number we always talk about. So being there. Hold on one second. I gotta look up something. Everybody's texting me about something right now. Hold on. Emergency stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what's going on here. Oops. Oh, whoops. Oops. Guys, do me a favor. Smash that like button really quick. We are getting ready to roll. Kyle, Farina, I can see it. It's on I can look on my phone. I can see it. It's on my phone. It's on my browser. You guys must have your page cached or something. The post is still there, so I can still see it. Can you guys on the prop score page on Twitter? Can you guys still see the Arena Cup post? Flower delivery. So right now, VIX is still hovering in this area right here. 1947. Anytime we're above it, you guys know the drill. You're gonna have sensitivity to news, and so you're gonna have to respond accordingly. Let me give you guys a little handout to talk about. It's always very important to have this. Let's go to the boot camp and pop this one out. Where's it at? This guy here. Boom, baby. Okay. VIX above triple B, which is where we are now. In that particular environment, you are more sensitive to news. Daily wider range is daily. Daily range is wider. The wider range is daily. Oh my God. IDOC, wake up. I need coffee. Hurry up. I'm dying over here. When VIX is below continuum midpoint, your daily range is smaller. When VIX is above continuum midpoint, your daily range is wider. Market's gonna move much wider. It's gonna be more sensitive to news. So when events are mentioned or news comes out of nowhere, the market will move much faster. Another thing is when you're below triple B, when things are steady, you have nice volume distribution around pivots. You're gonna see that the volume is gonna amp up when you get close to it, and volume's gonna decline when you get away from it, just like a nice little bell curve. But in the environment where VIX is above continuum midpoint, you have this kind of like underpricing of volatility in the past. And so when you get to there, the volatility itself is more volatile. So the VIX tends to be a little more responsive itself, just like the S&P is more responsive. So it's responsiveness to the responsiveness, that extra sporadicness and like non-liquid environment. It's immediately just like, you know, reacted to is that people just kind of like, and it just kind of like bounces all over the place around a pivot, rather than a roller coaster where like the roller coaster dips and everybody goes, the roller coaster comes back up, right? It's pretty much that. Like all the hedging is mathematically concentrated closer to the level, rather than here, the hedging is like sporadic and less uniform because it's not really as liquid. So VIX above triple B, you are not that liquid compared to being below it. And VIX is also the potential to go higher, which means the liquidity has a possibility of, or that the liquidity goes down, and volatility possibly leads to more choppiness. So the volume is just kind of all wonky like this rather than uniform. So you're going to get pivots where you're going to overshoot and bounce around and chop around a lot. And therefore, because of that, you have to behave a certain way. VIX above triple B, you need to behave a certain way with your trade. Your entries are slightly different. In a perfect environment, you're going to fall to your pivot, nail it at the pivot, you should be good. But here, we're going to allow a little fair amount of overshoot. So we're going to enter before, after, and near the stop on the pivot. For every 3, or say like every 5 contracts that I'd like to enter in a pivot, instead, in the current environment, I'd spread out around the pivot. 1 above, 1 below, and 3 near my stop for the 5. Spread the 5 out, and you get the undershoot case, you can win. The chop case, you can win. And the test the volatility case, where it spans the entire volatile range, you win. What is your stop you should use? Well, glad you asked. The stop you should use is going to be 40 points in NASDAQ or 10 points in S&P, or the largest 1-minute candle you've had in the last hour, or the largest number that arbitrage states, the larger of the 3. That's it. So when good morning, tradey. What's up? I guess so weird with the way news is moving. Whatever shorts or yeah. Oh boy. I need something to power me up. I need to get me some cracks. 1 cracks, please. 1 crack. Remind me that Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where Dennis and Dee were addicted to crack. We'll take 1 crack, please. How much? And the guy's like, $200. And they're like, that sounds reasonable. Some matcha? Oh, I need some matcha, man. I need some tea. I need some coffee or something. How's it looking today? Longs or shorts? Oh boy, today's like as flat as it's been, right? So when you have a flat open like this, where the market, S&P and NASDAQ are opening within the vicinity of the previous week's close, an example here, previous day's close. Friday SPY closed here, and so right now we're about 7 points under. NASDAQ, we close at 837, we're roughly 20 points over. So anytime NASDAQ is opening or closing within a 40-point range of open or close, we call it a flat open. Now here's the problem with the flat open, is that the market is sort of like bouncing all over the place, trying to figure out where it wants to go. Usually when you gap up, there's a little bit more fluidity to the market. And when you gap down, the same thing. When the market is flat, however, it tends to like do a lot for it makes up its mind, because the index is really struggling to catch up with the stocks. An example would be like if NVIDIA's stock is opening flat, and NVIDIA is just moving a little tiny bit through its redistribution zone, or a little bit this way, the futures tend to overreact a lot. And you can't really figure out which way it wants to go. So unless every single stock opened flat and kept rallying, or for the most part, we really don't trust a lot of our indicators when there's a flat open, because the market, you're going to see a lot of chops. So today, resilience is going to chop around a lot. You're going to see that a lot. So the only way I behave on resilience, which is like long out the door, is if resilience is greater than 50 or less than -50, then I'll short. So flat markets, we really want to see a decisive move. So if resilience comes into being at like 15 or 20 and it's chopping around the open, you're basically just gambling. And when you are gambling, those of you taking the boot camp, what's the rule? If you have, so put a gun to your head and told you to make a trade, which direction would you trade? If you had no choice but to trade, and market was flat and all things are being equal, which way would you pick, long or short? That's the answer. You would go long, yeah. Until the market's no longer bullish. So being long is a trick as a trader. You go long every single day until the market's no longer working as a bull market. Hit your target. So when in doubt, long's the way to go. Now, these flat opens, however, if I do long and I do take my stop of whatever 40 points, then I wait. If I have another pivot down in here, I'm more willing to take the stronger pivots like liquidity pockets. So a lot of the times in this environment, you're going to end up getting something like maybe like a bull long up or something where you're really far away from your pivots. Maybe you'll have this 1A trade at the open. Like an example that we'll see a lot in this kind of environment where the market's just sustaining bullishness and this far away from expiration is you're going to have like a liquidity pocket like way down here. You're going to have the open and close right here and nothing in between. So essentially, you're either trading at the open or waiting for a bigger dip that you usually never get. And days like this tend to like just kind of like not really be super tradable. Maybe they'll bump once or bump twice. So I don't know, right? So the goal that I am is that thinking is that you know, we're sort of feeling like sort of toppy with still some volatility. When VIX is above triple B, I like to avoid taking that like initial just sort of like push or whatever and just wait. Let the news create some chop. Let the news create some selling off, and let the volatility create a dip to follow your bigger pivots. If you have liquidity pocket way down there every day, then at some point this week, we're going to get that day to get that A+ trade off of. I'll make, you know, 50K that day or something, right? But I don't have to like short to bet that happens. Just wait for it to happen. So we're opening between DD bands, really kind of just front and center. 88% of days will close between these green lines. We are bouncing between yellow lines as well. So if NASDAQ were to lose the yellow with velocity, it usually falls down to the green. So we know that if we somehow do this and start doing this, then I know I've got probably a play like this. And this could maybe be a trajectory down today. We don't know. But my spidey sense says if we go up and trade to there, that's probably where we're going to go. I wouldn't fade this to try to sell off. But what I would do is I would take little scalps, take my profit. Don't jump in at the highs to try to feel like I'm missing out on something. Remember, bull day, you can make something every day. Let it move. Let it do its thing. Take your small scalps. Get out of the way. Wait for somebody to say the word bomb or say Iran or say the word bridge or say the word drone or say the word whatever. And the market goes blip, 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 blip. Pump some longs into that. Blip, 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 blip. Close out there. Those are the trades I make all the time too. Trade back to neutral. Where the market was for the event happened. And of course, wherever your bigger pockets, MHPs, whatever. Since it's the middle of the month, or not even the middle of the month yet, middle of the trading month, which is third Friday to third Friday, MHP is probably going to be way down at the bottom. So we might not get any strong A+ setups off of this. This kind of bull market trading is usually B setup. So the way I like to hit it is maybe one contract out the door. If that fails, then that's a sacrifice. And then if we follow the stronger pivots, I hit it with everything else. Boom. Short the open. Yep. Don't have any, that's just a guess, right? So there's no confluence that I have to tell me actually short ever or try to short or whatever. We got to join the bull side when the market's bullish. At least I do. And if it does sell off, then that's just the lucky guess, you know, the day that you got it right. But what we learn in boot camp is we don't try to guess that there's a time that, oh, this must be the high. Let's go ahead and short it, right? Let the market dictate that. Now, the way that I know that it's going to be a short setup is going to be resilience is less than 50, maybe, because we're very much a flat open. Losing yellow line with a negative resilience also is a short setup, probably to green. Some of the confluence are negative resilience is going to force us to kind of stay below the close. And if we have that as well, and there is a break there, can be an excursion to your next strong pivot, be it here or pockets. So that's one case. But in reality, I mean, the market's still trying to hold its way higher, so we'll see. I think out the door, if we are oscillating around the middle, I might take the gamble with one contract or one account somewhere near the lows to bet back to here and just maybe get that push higher. We'll see. And non-farm payrolls this week. Yep. All right, guys, one more announcement again. 5 minutes to market opens. All of our giveaways today are going to be dependent on you signing up for the Ninja Trader Arena Cup. You know how we are. Rock Scooter is the most winningest, most tournament victories in our community of any 3 communities put together. That's really the case. Last year we won, people from our community won just about every major tournament there was. I won 2 major tournaments. Rock Scooter got second place at Tradeify Grand Cup. When I tapped the Robins, I made it top 5 in the first week where I just got bored with it. I think I ended up finishing at like 6th place or 7th place. Like barely, I got bumped, and nobody really like went much further than where I was. So, point is that we win a lot of tournaments because we compete. We're very serious, and y'all are really good traders. So Ninja Trader Arena Cup, $250,000 in total prizes, and it's free to enter. The link. Everybody go to the link that we've posted. It's here in chat. It's pinned. Go to that link and sign up. Even if you don't want to trade, even if you don't want to compete, you're still taking a slot, giving our guys one more better chance to win against the competitors there. If you don't even want to compete, help them out. Do your part. It's like clicking the thumbs up button. It takes 5 seconds to sign up, I swear. It's very quick. Sign up, join Team Rock Scooter. Make your name something Rock Scooter if you want. I don't care. And let's go there and show everybody how good we still are. Yep, you can use Trade Evade everything. So sign up for that, and we're gonna do big old drawings and giveaways. We're going to have a massive giveaway. If you place in the qualifiers or you place in the finals, we will give you additional prizes from here. We're trying to think about what it's going to be, but I'm thinking like the top competitor here, we might give you something like 20 accounts or something, like 20 giveaway accounts, like just to have an extra boost to prop accounts, something like that. Maybe we're gonna like the top 5 or 10 people will get something, as we always like to do here. So don't think 20, we're thinking about it. We're trying to see what our sponsors can give us and make a deal with you guys on something like that. But at least the winner and the top 10 people are probably gonna get something additional from us. Maybe for here, if you are the top winner from our community in the overall Grand Cup, you will get free lifetime rocket scooter as a grand prize as well. It is 100% free to enter. And, you know, imagine trading props to try to make a payout, spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on props to try to get a payout. Imagine a free tournament to get a payout. Imagine treat it like a free prop account. So go there, represent. So how to do a team. So just use that link. That link will assign you to us. And if you want, name yourself like RS/whatever. Just let people know that you're Rocket Scooter. Everyone out there, as we get bigger and bigger and bigger on the stream, everybody out there is trying to buck up to us. 0 people are like, let's compare broker statements. Everyone else out there is like, her, look how, you know, whatever. Nobody's like, look how good I am at trading and you're not. Nobody ever says that. But this is our chance to go show ourselves, show the world how well we've been practicing, you know. As you've learned, the more you win, more attention you get. I heard somebody hit my Twitter the other day, was like, Matt cheated in all these competitions. I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, you're just trading. There's no way to game the system. Pushing a button. If I could cheat trading, oh my God, I'd be an instant billionaire tomorrow. You guys would never see me again. If I could cheat the DOM somehow. I've heard all kind of wild theories. It's very plausible that I'm just good at trading, you know, like, and then I got somehow some magic hacking tool or something. I can hack into Wall Street. I don't know, but these random fake accounts. I think they just troll for the sake of trolling. I heard he cheated. How do you fucking cheat in trading? That makes no sense at all. Repeatedly. Robin's Cup was a real brokerage account. If I could cheat in trading, oh my God. I must be the market maker or something. I don't know. Can we trade this on TradeAbate? Yes, you can. Must be the president. Yeah, I've heard some wild theories. Nah, and when it comes to tournaments, I know the rules. I play the rules very well. We have about a little minute till we open up here. Oh, actually 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. Alrighty. All right, see, it's another B+ setup here. Waiting on this. I'm trading some Lucids right now while I'm waiting for my Tradeify Pros to go Pro Plus. So, I mean, to trade, take profit trader. Negative resilience, but still in the chop range. Do I want to risk it with one? Nah, let's wait for a minute. Flat as it can be. Let's wait and get our liquidity maps through, make a decision here. Guys, hit the like button. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Yeah, but if you guys make your tournament name and you guys want to rep Rocket Scooter, just go out there and call yourself like Rocket Scooter, whatever. Kind of cool. Add an RS. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah, I want to see one of you guys win this, as always. It's always good to see it. One of our guys won the Ninja Trader Arena Cup, or got top 3 or something. He was winning. I can't remember my memories. I'm so hungover right now. I don't know. Did you guys remember Lucas? Did Lucas win? Or did he get like, I know he got like top 3 or something. He got a big money prize. All right. Resilience is slightly negative, flat open. S&P's pulling back. Nasdaq's pulling forward. I don't know if Lucas is here today or not. Was he 3rd place? Oh, 3rd place. There you go. There you go. It was 3rd. See, I knew it was like something like that. Walking away with 3rd place. Big money prize, my man. There you go. Something like that. Was it 3rd place? Was it 3rd place? That's incredible. Negative resilience, but not negative 50. That was that place I told you guys I might just pop along if we drop to the open about 30, 40 points under. just for one, just to play. And again, that's it. One account, one contract, not too much risk. It's that same thing. Exactly what I told you guys would happen. Exactly what happened. We have a B+ setup. We are above here with nothing to play off of. No A pluses, nothing crazy. And then of course our strong pivots are here and here. So I got one as a sacrificial lamb that if the market just rallies up, then I'm good. The market tanks below yellow, then I can always flip and go short the other way around. One contract's not enough to kill me. I'm gonna long here. I'm gonna long one more time, 40 points under, and I'm not gonna trade all my accounts, just one. So one contract here, maybe two more there. And if we break through this and hit that from the bottom with negative resilience, I'll flip short in a bunch of my accounts, take the trade there and trade it long from there. Easiest day ever. Okay, this is sacrificial lamb. Don't put too much faith in this. This is more like just because I'm trading on a stream. Entertain you fine folks. I have not really much strong confluence here that anything's going to move to the upside. So that's why I'm just kind of playing it kind of light. This is a Lucid flex. Super easy. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I loaded up some fresh take profit trader accounts. Took 2 days and passed them. The other 3 days I flipped them. Then on Monday I was funded. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday together, I got $63,000 in profit. And on Wednesday or on Thursday, my accounts started disappearing and they were moving me alive as soon as possible, which is typically what happens with me in these props. I don't trade props a lot. When I do, I quickly go live and they ban me from the system. I guess, you know, the people that say Matt cheats a tournament, Matt cheats a prop. I guess making money in life is a form of cheating. I don't know. Somebody was like, always got something to say. That's funny. What's up, Farkas, man? I still got to talk to you, dude. I know it's been busy. I got piss ass drunk from Saturday until I'm still drunk right now. Let's be honest. I'm still there. I'll catch up with you at some point. Papa Lessig says I don't know. TPT Pro Plus, you cannot copy trade. They say CME will cancel your order if two are the same. I don't know the rules of that. I need to look that up. I don't think they would if it's a live account. Why would they give a shit what you do in a live account? You're allowed to wash sale your own or short in one and long in another and real account. Well, you're not allowed to wash sale like applying a risk to the market. Let me start over. You're not allowed to wash sale. Sorry, I'm so slow and drunk. You can't fake the market out by washing your position flat with no risk. You can't in a real account. No, you can't. Not you can, you can't. You can't go out there and then buy to fake putting risk on the market. So that's probably what they're talking about. So, TPT probably is not allowing that. They let you copy trade? Oh, that I don't know. I don't copy trade anyways, so I wouldn't know. I'll need to read up on it. Looks like it's kind of positive-ish res, but no, I just put one contract on it. I'm not paying any risk there. That was just in case the market did move up on news. This is my sacrificial lamb. All of my accounts are pretty much flat. Nothing there. Just one. That's it. On Friday, the evals that I was working on busted, so I got to start over. Not busted, they hit DLL, sorry. But I got to start over building profit in those things. So they're in the hole a little bit. I'd wake up and say, Matt, yeah. I got basically, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 Lucid pros. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Lucid flex. So I went with TPT, made 63K in those 3 days. Now I had like 2 months of trading history with them as well. A lot of people just trade props all the time, and that's like their main gig. For me, I like bump in and out of them. So I'm not like always trading props, and I only trade like one firm, if not one, then 2 max at a time. There's some people out there that got prop accounts open with like 40 firms at a time. I don't know how people do that. It's like 1 or 2, and I focus on it. I don't even copy trade. So I don't do any gimmicks. No copy trade, one firm at a time, jump in, make some money, go live. And I think that like a lot of people that like trade 5 or 6 different firms, they copy trade all of them. I think that works to your detriment. I'm going to tell you, I go live very fast, not copy trading. I go live pretty quick. So, you know, I make a lot of money pretty quick. And, like I said, with this TBT accounts, 3 days, $63,000, no copy trading. Didn't trade anything else but that and some Lucids. And then they put me to Pro Plus. So I got the message on Thursday I was going live, and I filled out all the paperwork. So it probably should be sometime this week. It takes like 3 or 4 days for I guess whoever they go through. Maybe it's NinjaTrader to open the account. So this will be my 4th time to go live with the firm. I'm not always trading firms, so it's not like it took me a year and a half to go live with 4. I kind of like trade a firm, don't trade a firm, trade a firm, don't trade a firm. My first time I went live with was ETF. My second one was My Funded Futures, and then Tradeify, and then now Take Profit. And FundedX told me they were going to push me to live, but they never did. So not really sure if they've even got a live program yet. I've not heard anybody go live yet, so I don't know. Maybe it's still in the mix of working its way out. I don't know. What do I like Lucid? So far, what I like about Lucid is that Lucid's accounts are very well designed. Lucid is essentially on prop score tied. As I kind of like to give credit where credit's due. Let me load this up really quick. If you guys haven't checked out prop score, you got to check out prop score. This is the mathematical ranking of all the firms. Now, if you look at all of them, hold on. Is like, there we go. My Funded Futures, Take Profit are ranked very highly because they set the curve, and then everything else is like 8.5, which is still really good. So if you look at that, if you look like underneath it, Top Step, Tradeify, Funded Next, Family, Funded Seat, Lucid, Trade Day, they're all like tied for basically 3rd place. They're all neck and neck. So it's like crazy that you got these 2 are really good, and then these are all also really good, just all kind of like tied for 3rd. So essentially Lucid and this batch right here are like in 3rd place collectively. I mean, they're all practically, look, 8.3, 8.3, 8.3, 8.3, 8.3. You give like Tradeify and Top Step a fraction of a point higher. So in the prop score world, they're ranked very highly. You know, they've got good accounts. They've got quick path to payout. You know, you can get your account on Monday and get a payout by Friday sort of thing. Some of their major talking points that's good about Lucid is they have a really good price per time in market, which means it's a quick path to payout for dollar you spend. The Lucid Pro 25K is actually best in class. As far as like time in market, quickness per dollar, this is the quickest per dollar account in all of prop score. So the 25K Lucid Pro is the best in class on that. So they have some really good best in classes. Very good score. One, it's best in class. Drawdown per price is a pretty sizable account for the dollar you spend. And of course, the ROI is pretty decent. But really where they shine, I think, besides quickness, is how simple they are. The rules are pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of crazy complexity. Very low profit target drawdown ratio sort of thing. Rules are good. As soon as you pass your eval, you can go live immediately and trade your, go funded immediately and trade your funded immediately without even having to wait an extra day. You can just carry on. And if you bust that funded, you can load up another eval and go funded that day too. With Lucid Pros, you can literally be funded on the same day you buy it, which is very cool because almost like straight to funded accounts, which give you the same sort of, and I'll be real, Lucid has a straight to funded, but it's not really that good. Straight to fundeds are not their best product, and not anyone's best product either. It's not their fault. It's the straight to funded sort of product is not really like a fan favorite. Usually they're longer to pass and a little more expensive sort of thing. But if you just trade the Lucid Pro, it's like straight to funded. Just pass the eval. Step 1 and you're funded the same day. So it's like a better straight to funded, I would say, even though there's an eval. What CD ratio is 84, baby? 84. All right. So you're going to go rep the NinjaTrader contest. In the name of Rocket Scooter, go out there and let's win this thing. $250,000 in cash prizes. Entry is free. And even if you don't want to enter and take a slot so that everyone else that is entering has one better chance of winning. Let's lock in the free $700. I don't even know what's going on. It's chopping around. I could just say that I won today. I'm too hungover to battle this, man. Is NinjaTrader free? The tournament is free. Yeah. Monthly maps are certainly going to still be bullish. I usually, when I know the market's bullish, I kind of tend to get a little lazy to check it, but we need to always check out and have visibility of where that target is. So monthly maps can be forecast about 3 months out and see what's going on here. What is this gap fill? Okay, we need to delete all these old ones. Continuous contract month all-time high, blah, 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 blah. So a little slow there on the load. There we go. Bull side bottoms slipping down, bear side top slipping down. This is a liquid market full of long acquisition. So you see like the net long is acquiring more and more. This market's continue to go higher on hedging. Nice bullish. Your bull support is 71.51 on S&P. Same thing in NASDAQ. You've got this kind of like liquidity pocket. It's all still liquid down here, even as low as 460. So even 300 points lower, we're liquid enough to stay bullish. Nothing bad. Volatility's not increasing. Everything's pretty stable. So how to read monthly maps, I teach you guys in the boot camp, which starts on Monday next week. Are y'all excited about boot camp? Are you excited to get your camp booted? Are you excited to get your boot camped? About to camp all y'all's boots. That's right. You heard it. It's gonna happen. Can't avoid it. It'll be fun. Are you ready to get booted? Who here is ready to get booted? It's the best booting you've ever gotten. Ready to get your boots scooted? Get your boots scootin' boogie. You know, we need a theme song. Literally, I mean, boot scootin'. Boot scootin' boogie. But like in boot camp form, that'd be so great. Man, I need coffee. I need coffee like super bad. I've got like sort of like a sluggish finding out, you know, and I got home yesterday. Like I said, I went to bed, not meaning to, but at 5 p.m., face down on my couch, kind of like rolled in and out of sleep for like all night. Woke up, did some work, fell back asleep, woke up, doom scroll for hours. You know, I was like hungover like crazy. I got to see some kick-ass cars. Like I'm talking like kick-ass cars at both of these shows. I went to two different, one of them was a racing club. So this one we go to all the time. And it's a, I always do events and things. They do like pop-up events all the time. Another one was one we never been to before. And it was like a car collection. They had all kind of crazy I'll show you some pictures later. We got to see all kind of stuff. I got to see a 911S, which is a rare Porsche. They've only made 911 of those, which is kind of fun. I got to see a Hennessy, which was pretty kick-ass. There was a brand new, the Aston Martin has come out with the S model, which is a trim and sort of like, you know, there's a couple different things that come with the S model, but it's a trim change for both the DB12 and the Vantage. Both came out with the S trim. So I got to see a Vantage S, which is the first time I've ever seen one of those. Kind of nice. It looks very similar to the Vantage, but the best S trim is the DB12S. It looks just like the Vanquish back, which is the dual exhaust and everything. My DB12 doesn't have the dual exhaust, so that's new. This is brand new. They just came out with these, and so that's the Vantage, which is the smaller coupe. And that's the Vantage S itself. It's pretty cool. And then Rafa, the guy that owns the racing club, he himself has a DBS, which is freaking sweet. DBSs are very, very, very nice. This is before they had the Vanquish. So like they go back and forth with having Vanquish, not having Vanquish. It's a cool trim. Bum, 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 bum. Good stuff. But the I told you guys there was gonna be somebody at the Valkyrie there. That's the wrong Ascent event. I asked the guy. All the guys are there from the and Ascent didn't really do so hot in the race, but they were having issues. You know, like they're in practice. First of all, some of the practice. The Middle East situation really screwed up some of the F1 teams practicing out there, and then their car was having like vibration issues. So, but Ferrari's doing good. Dude owns a lot of cars, dude, ton of cars. I'm telling you, dude. The Hennessy was by far the gem of his collection. Never see those. They're fucking sweet, dude. Every one of these cars are like kitted out for racing. So look at this. Look at this thing right here. Look at this monstrosity. It's got a whole row of cars. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the wash on that thing. It's a fast fucking car. I'm telling you. It's nice. I hate flat trading days. There's not a lot to really take from. You can't really, there's not much you can really do other than just kind of like take along and then cross your fingers on it. Yeah, they do a lot over at Circuit Americas. He gives you the drug dealer vibe. Yeah. What's NVIDIA doing? Let's double check it. What's CD ratio? It is 84. It's extremely bullish. NVIDIA right now is stuck in liquidity pocket, so even if NVIDIA bounces down to here, this is still going to probably support bullish. And I hate days like this because basically you just have to get in and make a trade, and then bet for the best. I think that this is still probably a long trade up to DD band. I don't ever try to fade these flat markets unless I've got good evidence to do so. NVIDIA is bullish, which is good. Apple not so bullish. Meta not so bullish, but with bull support. So yeah, Meta's sort of like trapped inside of here. It's just like Friday, right? When all the stocks were looking pretty poor and the market still didn't crash out. Microsoft, AVGO, Google slightly down. Yeah, so we don't have like a wave of everything selling off. Everything still looks bullish. So I'll take my 700. A 700. So about current NQ, are we going up or down? Can you please help? Already did. Hit that like button, guys. Do me a favor. Start off there. Hit the like button first. Wait, Andres, you went on Saturday? Wait, to which one? To Ferrari or to the Aston event, to Rafa? We bounced between two events. So we basically... We went to Rafa like early on, and then we left like before, like, so basically probably at about like lap 30 Ferrari was winning or close to winning, and we were like, IDOC was like, let's go to the Ferrari club meetup, and then that way if they win we'll be at the place that wins. So we left early. So we only stayed for a little bit. We were where we were at the Rafa was like front and center, right in front of the TV on the left. So we were there. Well, actually, we also walked around a bunch. One of our friends who's the who's like the Ferrari club's coordinator for like all the events was there. So we went and he was at the Rafa thing. So we went and hung out and looked at the cars for a little bit. Sign up, guys, for that Ninja Trader Cup. Make sure you do it. It's free. You can get up to $250,000 in prizes for entering a paper trading competition. And even if you don't want to enter anyways and fill up a slot for any one of the 3 heats. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you want to trade or not. Still make an account. I'm an Aston trader. No, I was there. I showed my support. So I found out that the guy with the Valkyrie, I was misinformed. There's another event this weekend that's at Millionaire, which is like the airline. That the guy with the Valkyrie is going to be there. So I was like excited to get a shot of a Valkyrie and see it drive around. And I asked my assing guy, so I was like, "Where's the dude with the Valkyrie?" I was like, "Oh no, it's not this event. He's actually at F1 right now." Let's go. Okay. That guy should be back. See, they're like, it's the next event. I was like, oh, okay. So like this next weekend we have another event. If y'all guys come out to it, y'all come hang out with us. Aston Martin and Millionaire are doing like a event at the airport. Can you change your name, include RS? You certainly can. Triple B incoming? Yeah, same thing. Markets like this are very hard to be tradable because you don't have a lot of decision making going on as far as like stocks. Everybody's just sort of like holding on, and there's not a lot making the market move. Everything's pretty solid and stable. Like I said, I grabbed that initial long. S&P looks like it's trying to fill its gap on positive res. We did have that big sell-off earlier pre-market. I'm not really sure what caused that at 5 o'clock. Let me go look really quick. Why, chat? Why are we selling off here? 2 missiles hit a war. Oh. They still fighting each other out there. All right. Dang. Fake news. That what it was. All right. So let's double check and see what do we have on the calendar at least that can maybe spark some things in this market. Always gonna double check. We had GDP and PCE come out last week, which the GDP situation turned out to be a little bit better. Remember the quarter-over-quarter growth rate was very close to 0, so it came in actually much better than it had been before. The growth rate was slowing down. Now we had a bump in April. That could explain a lot of why we were. And again, when I tell you after the fact, we always look back and go, "Oh, that means a lot, right?" That makes a lot of sense. Like why were we trying to like sell off and then all of a sudden we rallied like this and then we're at the highs, and we look at this and GDP is kind of back on path to like growing again. Okay. Oh, well, that's why we were probably rallying. That makes a lot of sense. People always have this inside information beforehand. So after the fact, you can always look back and go, that rally doesn't make any sense, right? Everyone here, if like right now you're still telling yourself that rally doesn't make any sense, you need to come down here and then look at this and go, oh, well, that's pretty good, actually. It's not terrible. GDP growth rate is going up, so that the little flattening curve is starting to speed up a little bit. So Wall Street knew that, and Wall Street covered all their shorts. Why was Wall Street shorting to begin with? Well, because of this, because it was slowing down. Tariffs are having an impact on it. Just so find out that maybe tariffs impact was short-lived. And then you look back and go, oh, that's why we were rallying. It makes sense. But then like inflation's still kind of shitty, right? You look at the PCE price index, the year over year is still growing. It's still going up. I mean, it's like 3.5. That was a huge bump. And the core, when you exclude food and energy, was still the highest it's been since 2023. So, inflation's still going up, which means the likelihood of a Fed rate cut is practically 0. As a matter of fact, we can look at those numbers really quick. Give you some information. So there's no really strong trade setup here. I think I'm going to wait and see if anything bigger or better happens. Just kind of inching forward. I made $700 and we'll kind of chill on that for a minute. If you go to the FedWatch tool, which you can Google see me FedWatch, get some info here. On the FedWatch tool, you have so 3.5 to 375 is where we currently are as far as where our rate is. And you can see that there's a probability at which we get different rate cuts through time. And each of these contracts, ZQK6, M6, N6, etc., are the different tradable contracts for the Fed Funds Futures, or tradable instrument, which is basically betting on what the rate's going to be. This is before polymarket was a thing. Did you know there are degenerate gambling products to gamble on the Fed rate? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Crazy, right? You didn't know that CME is the original Kalshi? You never knew that? You could bet on Fed rate cuts? Well, yes, you can. So here you can actually take these numbers. So 1 minus this number is the effective rate. So an example, 96.36 with the K6 contract is saying that roughly 387 is the predicted rate at the expiration of this contract, right? Futures, how they work. And so when you piece all this together, you can divide it up into probability groups, and you can find out that currently right now, between now and the end of 2026, there's still an 87% chance we get no rate cut, which makes sense. Inflation's going through the roof. So probability that we get a rate cut is not even 10% until July of 2027. So there's practically zero rate cut this year. Practically zero. Now, K-Warsh is going to come in and change things up, inspire people, storm the castle, with a torch in the air, lead the Fed into greater rate cuts. Who knows? Who really knows? But with the way inflation's going up, I'm pretty sure Fed's going to take a moderate approach and still stay the course. So that's it. That's it. I miss having my voice. My voice is completely gone. Personally, you hate changes? He changed too, man. Powell's doing a pretty good job. But he didn't cut rates fast enough. It's time for him to go. Time for him to go. Time for him to lead on to greener pastures. Actually, he's returning his duties to again work for. He's still going to be on the committee. She ain't gonna be the leader. He's gonna be the guy in the background. No more Powell speeches. Rip to an era. Good old boy. Rip to an era. I'm turning into Morgan Freeman. Emperor penguins have a long history in this. Y'all watch the recent nature thing he did. Emperor penguins. I don't know what he was talking about. The caribou in this area are very populous. It's a nature show he just did. I've got that raspy voice. Was that actually pretty good? Andy Dufresne was a tall drink of water. He just sat there with a stupid grin on his face watching us drink his beer. I actually watched Shawshank the other day. News in a minute. What? 9 o'clock coming up. Yes, sir. Anyways, no likelihood of Fed rate cut. We're going to be blah, blah, blah on this one. Let's see what's going on this. Oh, let's go to this week's on. Ooh. Hopefully I can get some coffee coming out. Nothing really big deal. Factory orders, maybe. I don't think that's, that is news, but I don't know if that's news you need to know. What else this week? S&P Global numbers are coming out. So you got the PMI and the JOLTS coming out. ISM, non-manufacturing PMI is also coming out. So composite PMI, non-manufacturing PMI are two of the bigger news events coming out tomorrow. Those are typically, they can be market movers. ADP numbers on Wednesday, which usually means non-farms are coming out Friday. I think they moved non-farms to Thursday last month. They're Friday this month again. Usually back to back. ADP's private sector. This is Department of Labor, so you got the Bureau's numbers here, and the Michigan numbers, of course, which consumer sentiment number was slightly better, I think, last read than that devastatingly horrible one we had the previous read. It was the lowest it had ever been in the history of the Michigan report. It's actually still pretty low. It's the second lowest it's ever been in at least your trading history. So it's still bad, but getting better. And with the GDP bump, maybe that's the reason why, I don't know. But just got the Pro Plus, excited to use it. How long does AMP take to verify? Oh, to make a brokerage account? Probably a day or two. At least a business day. Minimum. They got to do like all the, fact checking and background checking and see how brokerages are. They always got to do their or paperwork, not background check. I'm thinking like KYCs and stuff. Do you need the 99 extra only trade features? Yes, you do. You have to pay for data for candle data. Candle data fuels your resilience and your DD band calculations, and your DD ratio calculations. Today a bank holiday. If the holiday was celebrating lightsabers, then maybe. I don't think there's a holiday today. But may the 4th be with all of you. And also with you. We come together with our lightsabers in the air. Bring peace to the Republic. Is the bank holiday in the UK? What's the holiday? It's a UK bank holiday. Really? What is the holiday in the UK? What are you guys celebrating? Somebody said Matt's sober up. I'm trying to, man. I need iDoc to help me with coffee, but she's hungover and drunk too. So she's not waking up. I've got no coffee this morning. I've got no matcha. I've got no breakfast. I'm kind of just winging it sober, but hungover. I need some stems. I just wanted the day off. Just an early bank holiday. Wait, bank holiday in England? Labor Day? Is it their Labor Day? Got a holiday on May the 1st in Germany? Cool. Getting failed tick size error on rocket scooter typically means you're typing in the contract wrong. So what that means is go to the list down here at the bottom, this RIDD table, and click on the contract. This is what you actually have to type in to load up the contracts. The little here. Level 1 data is enough. Yeah, all you ever need is level 1 data when you trade. The difference between level 1 and level 2 data is going to be the order book. So on level 1 data, you get historic candles and current last trade. And you also get best bid and offers. So you get basically what you see on my screen is level 1. This is a prop account, but level 1 data is just the bid and offer. Level 2, the only difference between level 1 and level 2 is level 2 gives you the order book. And arguably, again, I don't even want to argue that with me, but arguably the order book is completely useless to a trader. Like, and I'm not even saying slightly useful, it's 100% useless. No information your brain is ever going to gain about the stock market by seeing the orders in level 2. Maybe the market was slower. People used to like teach that, you know, you can see support and resistance because of level 2. Level 2 is just people's intent to buy and sell. You don't know who's a market maker, who's spoofing, who's whatever. It's just a sort of like a fluttering TV static kind of noise that I never really think that unless you're algorithmically analyzing it in real time, you can't really ever draw enough information from it. So never go out there and buy level 2 data thinking, you know, I'm like the same way when I go buy something, I don't know anything about it. I'm just like, give me all the bells and whistles, man. Just load me up. Give me the premium seat with the whatever. Oh, it's only 20 bucks more. All right, I'll take it. Sir, would you like to upgrade? Just give me the upgrades. Give me all the features. But in trading, save the 10 bucks or whatever. You're never gonna need level 2. Probably ever. Unless you, again, like I said, there's too much information. Every flicker of an eye. It's just, you know, and so unless you're algorithmically analyzing it in real time and creating an indicator out of it, usably, your eyeballs will never be able to process anything usable from the level 2, despite what anybody else out there, some guru probably trying to teach a course that they can. I'd argue they full of shit. So may the 4th be with you and also with you. Come together with our sabers pointed into the solar system as we fight the evils of this republic. And once again, bring peace to the galaxy. I used to go to Disney on Star Wars Day. That was my thing. All the extra nerdy people go then. I just don't want to go with the regular nerds. I don't go to Disney and Universal to hang out with regular nerds. I like to go with the super nerds. You know. So, I used to go on May the 4th. Good times. I heard they shut down the Rise of the Republic ride, though. I haven't been in 2 years. So, That was the one that you were inside of the destroyer with hundreds of stormtroopers standing in front of you. That was very cool. Like the standing in line was cooler than the ride. I heard they closed it down. Let me double check if that's true. Did they, or Rise of the Resistance, I think it was called. Rise of the Resistance ride at Disney World. It is closed. Beginning of the year. No, it wasn't a rumor, it was real. This one's cool as shit. Imagine waiting in line, or if you've never been, imagine waiting in the line with your kids, and this is what's in front of you. This is the line to that ride. Just for maintenance? Oh, just for maintenance. Okay, good. Maybe just for maintenance. Hopefully it's not for good. But the line, the ride is sort of like mid, but the line, the whole experience is cool. Just for maintenance. All right. Yeah. So maybe just for maintenance, good. You're good. Yeah, the ride wasn't like really like a roller coaster. You're in like this sort of like, you know, you're trying to escape thing. You're in this like this thing that spins around and moves. It's more like a show than a ride. Yeah, that's just part of the line, by the way. Like the line, like they're also like, you know, get in line, get over here, get over here. They're like yelling at you like you're a stormtrooper in training. You're like, okay. The ride was mid. The ride itself was mid. The experience was not mid. Hold on, let me start over. The ride wasn't like a thrilling ride. It's like a ride for you and your kids. Let me start over. The experience was fantastic. Like the whole vibe was just 11 out of 10. The ride itself wasn't like a roller coaster that, you know, did loops and stuff. It was like a, you know, yeah, like traditional. I mean, most of your Disney rides are like that. So, no, it's one of my favorite rides altogether. Yeah, the experience was cool, but I think there was like the one thing that was kind of like shocking was where that you were on like the second floor, like you went up the elevator or whatever, and then you dropped like a floor. That was the one thing that was like the thrill, but we'll say like the roller coaster vibe wasn't really. The ride was, yeah. But there's a new Universal park that I want to go check out with the new Harry Potter ride. Have y'all been to the new park? Have y'all been to the new Universal yet? The new theme park? Wait, it's sick. If you want Florida resident discounts, you got you. Hell yeah. I need to plan my annual Disney trips again. I'm jonesing for some Guardians of the Galaxy, man. That is like the ride, man. I feel like currently right now that is the best theme park roller coaster ride currently in existence right now. The Guardians of the Galaxy, the one at Epcot. That's by far, they're like on planet Earth, that is like the best ride in all theme park rides ever. Dude, it is so sick and scary as shit. Like fucking, like you're going this way and your cart's spinning sideways. Why? Oh my God, dude. Fucking scary. You don't know which direction you're going, front ways, back ways. It was so different, man. Epic Universe is amazing. Okay. Just go during the summer. There's barely any shading. Oh, okay, good idea. Live stream from the Harry Potter park. Kind of fun. All right, so no trades for me right now. I made the long, closed out. Market's flat, choppy. Nothing really to take from it. Yeah, chat. It's boring. It's a boring day today. Do I use AMP? Yeah, I do use AMP for my personal account, my big personal account. The one I don't trade on stream. Wait, you lost drawdown on that? No, man, that sucks. Big fat zeros across the board. My trading today. Just like here. Yeah, literally got nothing. Looks like we top. Whoa. I just heard My UPS has just clicked. It click. And I heard an explosion outside. Is that a transformer exploding or something? There was just a power surge coming through here. Lightning? I don't know. Are you banned? No, you're not banned. You're never banned. How do you trade AMP on Tradeovate? Your live account doesn't let you log into Tradeovate. So AMP works with CQG. So Tradeovate, I don't think you can trade your AMP brokerage on Tradeovate's platform because Tradeovate has its own brokerage. To trade AMP itself, you trade any one of the other platforms out there. Most people that use AMP, you can trade through TradingView. That's probably the best option you have. They've got a mobile app and they've got everything. So TradingView is really good. Log your AMP CQG account there, and that's what I use. I use TradingView personally. So negative res, slightly negative res, but still flat to negative. We are rallying slightly higher. Again, this is flat, choppy market. Nasdaq's pushing a little higher. Slightly negative res. Probably trying to fill the gap on this little area here, as you ICT kids call it, fill in the gap or whatever. Trying to make our way back up to that 940. Close that out. Bum, 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 bum. Is there any challenger out there who would like to challenge Rock Scooter Matt to a contest? I've had a standing challenge for the longest time. $100,000 start. 2 traders head to head. 1 month long of trading. You know, influencers. You know, stream this. Winner keeps the loser's account. I want to up that to 250. That'd be kind of fun. 250, make it more exciting. I wonder how high I need to go to draw some people out. I think if nobody wants to compete at 100, nobody will want to compete at 1,000,000, so I don't know. Can you connect Rock Scooter levels to TradingView? You can't yet, but we're working on building a TradingView version of Rocket Scooter. Somebody here has built a TradingView indicator where you can import your levels manually and it draws them for you. But currently our project right now, we're wrapping up. Rocket Scooter is currently almost available in both NinjaTrader and Go Charting, and then after that we're going to work on wealth charts and then TradingView. You want to challenge, but you'll follow your trades. That's a smart way to do it. Why would Tradeovate show the price drop further than TradingView? So here's, I don't know the difference with what the two platforms are showing, but let me give you something that may be related or may not be related. As a person that works in trading platforms and understands data, there's no such thing as data. Like, what's the data? There's really no such thing as data. You have all data, right? Which is all data. There's a million ways trades can take place. One of them is the New York Stock Exchange. One of them is the CME Group, Globex, right? But there are countless other ways orders can be transacted that you have no clue even exists. There's millions of ways people can buy and sell from each other. So when you have a list of like all the different ways orders can be sort of like, you know, tracked or, you know, reported, your data provider, each data provider is slightly different. They will only like choose, like if you're on a trading platform and you're like, I want to buy a data feed, they don't like, your data feed provider doesn't go, here you go, sir, one data, thank you, let's plug it in. They go, you know, we have all these different data packages, and each data package has a different set of things checked off. Like, as an example of what I'm talking about is dark pool orders, right? There's another way orders can fill. So this data feed has dark pool orders, this one doesn't. So no two data feeds are exactly alike because the data feed company compiles different packages of data. There's really no all data package. Probably if you're a Bloomberg terminal, maybe, but on the retail side, your data, your NinjaTrader, for example, is probably not even got dark pool orders in it, right? There's a whole bunch of different data components that aren't part of your data feed. So no two trading platforms ever, and I mean ever, side by side will ever have the same exact candles, ever. Unless they have the same exact data feed provided by the same exact data feed supplier, which would be rare. A lot of them will pick and choose which data they want to pay for. Because remember, every single piece of data you want to compile for your customers is going to cost you money. You want dark pool, you got to pay a little bit extra. You want, you know, other over-the-counter orders cost you extra. I mean, there's a million different ways trades can take place. So your average trading platform is going to be like, okay, what do retail traders want? They want the exchange data, the live trades, things like that. on the exchange, and that's it. But when you put two data feeds side by side, we had this conversation a long time ago, because one of my businesses that I do is design. I run a programming house, so we do projects for people. We make apps, we make whatever, and one of the things we specialize in is making custom training platforms for people. So we build training platforms for other people. And one of the early conversations we had with one of our big customers was this very conversation. They're like, why is the data different here than it's on TradingView? Thanks, babe. Is there coffee here? Yes.
Matcha.
Matcha? All right. Is this gonna get me high?
Yeah. Pancake. I did something different.
Thanks, babe. Damn, that looks good.
Welcome.
All right. I need to get like cranked up. I'm feeling.
Shake it.
Dude.
Shake it.
I'm sluggish today.
Me too. 35. Oh.
I'm sluggish today. Oh, does my computer, if it needs to be moved, just close the lid. Just unplug everything and just move it if they need to. Just unplug the plug so they don't trip on it. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Makes sense. A 15-point difference significant. Well, a lot of times too, if the candle, let me tell you this, a lot of times if your data feed, like an example is maybe both of the data feeds are showing the order flow like this, but maybe this data feed might have another late report order that shows up, and then that it just sparks really quick, and it looks like it did this, but in reality it wasn't a continuous move. It was like an order that was filled late. If you ever look at like late prints, Thinkorswim does this a lot. You might see like 72.66, right, is the current, I'll just make up a number, 72.66 is a price, and price is sitting flat, then all of a sudden you see this like big candle like this and price still stays flat. And if you were to look at the actual time in sales, it would be 72.66 the whole way down, and then 172.34, then 72.66. You're like, doesn't make any sense. How can it be filled way down here but not? A lot of times it's an order that was filled a day before and then reported late. The minute it's reported, it just jumps in line on the time in sales and is reported at the time it's reported. Therefore, the candle will reflect it. There's a lot of weird anomalies when it comes to data. We had this debate with one of our customers. That was like, we don't, your data is, we don't have the same results. Technical indicator creators, their technicals are very reliant on candle data, but even they themselves weren't informed enough to understand that they built their ecosystem inside of TradingView. They wanted to build their own platform to have something even bigger and better, so we built it for them. They didn't understand that the TradingView, they were just dependent on the TradingView data, but TradingView data and everyone else's data is not going to be exactly the same. Now I'm talking like slight differences, but I mean, if you've got like, certain data feeds will aggregate those late reports in, some of them won't. So sometimes you'll get like, you'll see like, you'll have a candle, and then a candle with a wick sometimes. And then the other data feed doesn't have that. It just has to do with that data provider, what they lump into that data. And most retail brokers have the basic amount of data because they're not going to go out there and pay a lot of extra money for you. They're going to give you candles, and that's really all you care about with the exchange trades. And there's millions of exchanges, right? So even like stock exchange, you think, oh, the New York Stock Exchange, right? But there's New York Stock Exchange, there's NASDAQ, Boston has an exchange, Philadelphia has an exchange, Texas has an exchange. Your data feed provider may not have those exchanges built into it. They may have all of them. It just depends. So there will be slight differences from platform to platform, and no two will ever be the same. No two candles side by side will ever look exactly the same. So believe it or not, the people we built the trading platform for like 3 years ago didn't know that, and were very convinced that we had an error in our math, and we had to like educate them on, no, the fact is that you can put your calculations in any platform, and here's all different results. So we had to actually show them, put their calculations in like 4 different platforms, and they were like, look, they're all different. And they're like, oh, okay. And we're like, yeah, this is how data feeds work. They're all different. So you don't really know that unless you work in the industry of data, right? You might just think, oh, the candle data is all the orders. Oh, never is all the orders. Whoever is giving you the data is choosing what they want you to see, whatever you're paying for. On average, they're all going to be almost similar, but you'll find some of them will have wicks in some places where other ones don't. Little small discrepancies. They're not major discrepancies. They're small enough. They're small enough that if you're a technical indicator is very reliant on exact numbers, and the number says 3.442 and the other one's like 3.462, and you're like, there's a big difference there. Well, yeah, I mean, there's an extra wick every 20 candles. You know, it's going to be slightly different. That's going to be the case. But a lot of times with prop data feeds as well is not going to match the real data feeds. So prop data feed is a simulated real market data. So you have like two different kind of data feeds. You have real data and simulated data. And then you have simulated, you have simulated level 1, you have simulated level 2, and simulated real market data is simulated real level 2. So real level 2 is that it's a simulated bid and ask that also has a simulated fill. So this was like what happened with Take Profit a long time ago. When Take Profit was flagging people for bot trading, but it's because they have simulated real market data, which means if an order comes through, it actually simulates a partial fill on the books rather than just fill you arbitrarily. Like the level 2 actually matters in the simulated real data feed. So simulated level 2 can also be a different thing. Rock Scooter is similar to support and resistance with VWAP? No. No. Rocket Scooter is using the market maker options to find bullish and bearish pivots in the landscape based on dealer hedging. So Rocket Scooter is completely different than technical based indicators. All of our stuff are based on where options are. If I didn't stream what I'm doing right now after the win, if I wasn't streaming right now, I would be up doing something. I'm never not working. I have, like I said, we have an investment group that invests in, our portfolio has dozens of things in it. So I'm a part owner of just countless things. So I've always got some project to work on. Like currently right now in my pipeline is an escape room, coffee shop, fitness studio. And then the fitness studio is going to expand into 3 to 5 total. The plan currently is 3, but the current plan is to figure out a way to expand to 5. So most of my spare time is spent in those pipelines as well outside of this. So I would be working on something. Then I'd get up and be in my garden probably thinking about it. Always doing something. Is Rocket Scooter just using CQG data, or does he use more on the back end? So Rocket Scooter is using whatever data feed CQG is pipelining into us from your broker, and whatever data you have with your broker is whatever data you have with your broker. Every broker has their data package, and whatever it ends up being is what it is. In coincidence, spike you could close. Is this in relation to pre-market highs and lows and previous day high and lows? The open and close are just QQQ and SPY's open and close from equity session, open and close, converted to futures. So where the SPY close was, we converted to futures, just so that the options and futures can be merged together in one single strategy. So no sell-off, no shorting, no volatility, nothing. Even though resilience is slightly negative, it's not negative enough for me to take action. I'd like to see it negative 50 or greater than negative 50 for me to want to do something, but still just inching higher, chopping around a little bit. My one trade was still long on that dip. I closed out right there, and now I'm just waiting. Is there a challenger for my $250,000 trading challenge start? Winner gets the loser's account. Anybody out? Quarter 1, 2026. I had $1 million to take home in the first quarter. I took 3 withdrawals from the $1 million challenge account. That money goes into different projects I'm working on. I took probably 250 with TPT, 200, 250, somewhere in there. And I took some fun to next. $1 million, first quarter. $1 million in trading profit, first quarter. You will challenge you have to fund you though? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, it'd be a fun exhibition match, but there's just everybody out there won't let you. Nobody wants to let you watch them trade for a month or more. I don't know why. Well, okay, let's be real. We know why. If I supply the account, you'll challenge me. Okay. All right. You'll probably beat me too, so I'll be giving you money twice. It should be great. But I'm all for fun and games, but there ain't a person out there with the cojones to go head to head. Nobody wants to lose money live on their stream, let people laugh at them. It's okay. I wouldn't trade against me either. All things being equal, I wouldn't go up against Matt Coward either. I'd find a way to talk my way out of it. Rips would probably be the only person that would. I'd actually be scared to trade against Rips. I won't lie. That would be Rips as a high probability pick in my ass too. So there are people out there that are good. I think Rips is good. He might deliver an ass whooping. He's good enough. Do I trade through TradingView? Yeah, I do with my AMP account. I trade through TradingView, yeah. So there's some traders this year that have done very well that I know, and I know they're very good. Have you seen Lanto? Lanto's made like freaking $4 million this year or something like that, and it's from real accounts. He made that big windfall and take profit, and then he just leveraged that up in his real account. I've seen all the evidence of that. That looks real enough to me. Challenge me on a sim account? Okay. We'll make a real sim account challenge. God, man, I hate my freaking voice is gone. Oh my goodness. I get the Morgan Freeman voice going on here. Get busy living or get busy dying. From Shawshank Redemption. I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it's been in my dreams. I hope. That was too good? Really? I didn't think it was that good. If that sounded good enough. All right. I didn't think I had a good one. We may have an extra voice to add to my arsenal. I've got Sylvester Stallone, which is what all my impressions people sound like that. Are you sure that one didn't sound like Sylvester Stallone? That's what everybody says. Every impression I do is Sylvester. Ooh. So I actually have one that's actually pretty decent. Not bad, not bad. I have a good Beavis and Butthead, I've been told. And apparently a good Morgan Freeman. I didn't know that. I mean, I get drunk more often. I can be a comedian. Do I modify risk management for the Arena Cup? Thinking full ports? Well, there's a different strategy for different tournaments, right? When we get closer to the tournament, we'll go over tournament strategy. It just depends. Like when it comes to trading tournaments, you have to really look. Half of winning a trading tournament is being good at trading. The other half is being good at the rules. You have to find clever ways to beat the rules in the trading tournament. And the funny thing is that it doesn't matter how you win, just that you win. When you win, you get the prize. The people that get the prize are clever rule exploiters. You beat the rules in front of you. I win trading tournaments because I'm good at trading, but I also know how to beat the rules. There's certain types of trades that you would take. An example is in a volatile environment, right? If you have infinite resets, then the goal is just make the most money you can in the first day, then ride off of that. If you have a certain amount of resets, you have to be more cautious with where you trade. If the environment's VIX below BBB, then you're basically just going to hit it as hard as you can on your first trade on the first liquidity pocket you find. And if it fails, reset and start the next day. And one of them's bound to take off, and then you built a buffer. I mean, it's like how you trade and what trade setups you do. Like if the trading tournament started right now, it'd be a really shitty time to start a tournament because you're gonna have half the people longing, half the people shorting, the market's going nowhere. Nobody's really making any money until there's a move. So a lot of times what I like to do is wait for the first move and then figure out what to do from there. Different environments are different, but when it comes to Ninja, I'll walk you guys through what to do. At the time of the tournament, there will be some situation that we can work around. Am I going to participate in the Ninja Trader Arena Cup? Oh, I'm going to participate, and I'm going to be trying to win, but maybe I'll blow up. I don't know. But also with tournaments, it's hit or miss too. It's like when you go in and try to trade, you know, sometimes ultimately the dice just rolls against you and it don't do so well. Like Ninja Trader Arena Cup, dice rolled against me like all 3 times, and I didn't make it that far. But that's just part of it. Like, you know, it's like poker, right? You can be the best poker player in the world and you just get dealt crummy hands and then you lost one of the tournaments. But you have to have a mix of like knowing the rules, playing the rules, being good at trading, and having luck to go with it. When all 3 of those things line up, you should win the tournament. So every time those 3 things line up for me, I win the tournament. I get close. So, but yeah, sign up for the Ninja Trader Cup. Can you use any trading platform for the Arena Cup? Ninja Trader is the way to go. I think it's the only platform you can trade it on. Drinking constantly is a strat. I think it's a strat. Say I underestimate myself too much? I probably do. I mean, I guess if you ask me out in public if I think I'm one of the best traders around, I'm usually like, but like, if you ask me if I'm like one of the smartest math guys I've ever known, I usually am like, yeah, it's pretty true. I think I don't know, with trading, I've just taught myself to be more humble about it than less braggable. I think deep down, if you ask me, I think I'm really good at trading. But I'm not like an insecure projectionist like the majority of, you know, your streamers or social media folks, people that got beat up when they were kids, probably because they look funny, and then they get older, they made their first $1 million bucks, they want you to know about it and yell at you about it and stuff. All of social media is like that. It's crazy. They were nerdy or scrawny or something, and then now they're making money, everybody's got to know about it, sort of thing. In my life, I've always been more humble about trading side, because I think it's because I never knew how to have money when I was a kid. So I never got used to, like, I thought it was cool to be poor, so I never really had, like, all my friends were poor, so they didn't like pick on me for being poor. We were poor together. So I never was super, I think, to be more modest than I am. But I think if you were able to pick my brain is probably telling me, yeah, Matt, you're the best trader that you know. But I tend to just, you know, here's the facts. Take it or leave it. I won this tournament. Think I'm good, think I'm bad, whatever. Don't care. But I did pull out $1 million in profit first quarter, which is good. Took 3 withdrawals. It was like 250 and 300, something like that. I remember. I made 200K plus with TPT, and then released 100K plus funded next. Yeah, 300, 250, and 250. Happy Monday. Hey, Farkas, what's up, man? Thanks for the $2 donation. That will buy people 2 classes of my choosing from the boot camp. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the dono. You're joining everyone? Oh, awesome. Yeah, sign up for the Ninja Trader Cup. So Ninja Trader Cup, right? It's free. The entire contest is free. Even if you don't intend to compete, still sign up and take a spot. Because if you sign up and take a spot, you increase the chances that one of your brothers and sisters here can win, because it's one fewer competitor. When you and your friends are eating cereal out of a spaghetti stained Cool Whip container, when you're sharing a bowl of cereal, dude, we used to use Cool Whip containers as bowls at my grandma's house. That is so funny. Back when you had Cool Whip, man. Cool Whip on your Jell-O? Oh yeah, dude. My grandma would store cookies in those things. She'd store her pot roast in those things. Dude, that was free Tupperware. Oh yeah, dude. The link is pinned, and people are posting the link for the Ninja Cup. So it's upwards of $250,000 in prizes. Let me walk you guys through it. Ninja Trader has you know, this really good history of these cool qualifying accounts and these tournaments with these qualifying accounts. So Ninja Trader Arena is a qualifier round. If you place in the top in the qualifier round, then again, there's only 10,000 seats per heat. So once it fills up, it fills up. You can choose heat 1, heat 2, or heat 3 to compete in. Okay, I'm gonna sign up for heat 1 probably. But it's a 1-day qualifier, I believe. And then you go to the final round, and the final round is the one that has the big prizes. So the champion takes home 100K. The qualifier round features $20,000 prize pool with cash payouts for the top 130 finishers. I didn't read all the data. How many people advanced to the second round, Kyle? You guys know that? I can't remember. So you only want to join. I don't think you could join all 3 of them. Can you? You can only join 1, I believe. Is 130 per qualifier? Okay. What about the max options guy? Would I be nervous trading against him? Well, I'm Matt Futures and he's max options. So if it comes to options, yeah. When it comes to futures, probably no. But Max and I don't really trade the same thing. So we couldn't even compete if we wanted to. That's like asking a baseball player and a football player to play tennis. You know, we're kind of in different worlds. Max is a good trader. I like Max. He's good. Well, if it comes to options, he'll completely smoke my ass in options. I'm not an options trader. I mean, I trade options and I do make money with options, but I don't consider myself a talented options trader. I mean, maybe you guys consider me talented, but I've known options traders that are way more informed than I am about how to trade options better. Options are extremely complex. I probably know the math of options better than anybody, but as far as like trading history, my hedges I do and markets topping out, or the dips I buy when I swing calls off of market bottom, I'm basically I have a specific strategy I do and I follow it. But day trading options, I'd certainly get my ass kicked on that. You started watching in September 2025. You think I went consecutive 65 days with no losses? That is correct. During the summer, when I started off on My Fund and Futures TV, I was on like almost a 3-month winning streak. That is correct. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Was that when I was still trading Tradeify? What was I doing? I was trading something. I want this massive win streak. I think it was Tradeify. Does Max trade futures now? Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't know what anyone else is doing these days. So I don't really get a chance to watch other people when I'm streaming myself. That is also true, man. I went to on Friday night. Well, IDOC and I completely forgot. We also went out Friday night to this this bar thing. I ran to a friend of mine and I was like, he's like, hey man, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. I'm like, bro, how's it going, man? I missed you guys. How y'all been? And his girlfriend like, oh, let's do a round of shots. We do a round of shots. So I'm like, so what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, how's your sister doing? He's like, I don't have a sister. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm out of time. I'm like, wait. I'm like, oh, wait, no, hold on. No, that's not you. And I'm just like, oh, I just embarrassed myself in front of a friend I hadn't seen in a while. I tend to forget what everyone's doing. I'm so out of touch with my friends. I'm out of touch with even my streaming trading friends. I'm so buried in work, I don't know what anybody does anymore. If Max is trading futures these days, that's pretty cool. Seriously, when the guy was like, I don't have a sister, and I'm like, oh wait, no. I'm thinking of the other guy, my other friend. Shit. Yeah, Max is cool. Max and I are real close. He's a good guy. He's a super good guy. I didn't know they traded futures. This is how little. That's pretty cool. Oh, he was in the Tradeify Grand Cup. Now I remember. They did very well for a while. They peaked at like second or third place, I think, and I think they finished in the top 10 somewhere. But Yeah, there. I do remember now for a while. There's a while Max's group was giving us a run for our money. Is it by total profit? How long is each qualifier? Each qualifier is 1 day long, I believe. Yeah, we got to sign up with that link. So sign up with that link. Make your code something swaggy like Rocket Scooter or whatever. Rocket Scooter this, Rocket Scooter that. I don't know, make fun of somebody you don't like. I don't know, just have some fun with it. I want to see on that leaderboard. I want to see Rocket Scooter everywhere on that leaderboard. I'm going to try to get in there and win it. We'll see. That 1 day qualifier though is kind of crazy because that's like a YOLO for the most part. Qualifier, you either make it in a day or you don't. So you got to kind of be, you know. Are you in the second round? Okay. Yeah, use that link, sign up for it. You have to use our link to sign up for it though. Obviously, it's a race to see who can bring in the most competitors. That's really part of it. You know, Ninja Trader, we like to brag to show how big we are. So using that link just shows that, you know, it's a free thing. So it doesn't cost you anything. And we like to show Ninja Trader that we're as big as we are. So. I see Market Vision at the top. I'm going to see you at the top. I know it. Did they fix their sign up for people that already have accounts? Well, Charlie, I think the whole purpose of having the Ninja Trader Arena Cup is for new customer acquisition. You really think about it. In the broker space, this I think, like, put on your CEO hat for a minute. Think of the broker space. What's the purpose of doing this? Let's just hand out free money as a value add to our existing customers, one of the largest futures brokers on the planet. No, it's a publicity thing to get new customers. That's the whole point of, probably the whole point of that. The intent is for new customers, probably. No, we'll see. What is the RS link? It is pinned in the chat. Here it is. Here it is. You must use the Rockseer link to sign up, or else you're not joining the race with us. Here it is. Click sign in instead of sign up. Oh, click sign in instead of sign up. That might also help. And if you are from Rocket Scooter and in the finals, if you place in the top 10 from our community alone, we got extra prizes for you guys. The #1 winning trader from our group, if Rocket Scooter is in your name, we're going to take the list of finalists, and all the Rocket Scooters there are going to be #1. Whoever's #1 from our community will get free lifetime. #1. #2 is places 2nd through 10 will also be getting a dousing of prop accounts. Like place, my thought is maybe first place can get lifetime and 10 prop accounts. Second place can get 5 prop accounts. Third place can get 4 and 3 and like, we'll just give you whatever. Maybe you can get 100. I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying to get one of our sponsors to donate a bunch of accounts for this. That way we can give you guys a big chunk. My idea is like, you know, 5 to 10 each or something like that. Top 5 placers. Put prop score your name. Hey, that's fine too. Prop score, Rock Scooter, don't care. Pick one of the two. That's totally fine. All right, market's still pressing slightly higher. Nothing bearish just yet. Market's still pushing. Let's run through some of the stocks. Just see if everything's bouncing on support. Nvidia is in liquidity pocket. This is a support area for Nvidia. Apple looking okay. Bearish with support. Nothing like super bullish on Apple, but bearish with support. Meta bullish with support. Sorry, what I miss? Microsoft bullish with support. Sorry, Meta bearish with resistance. So Meta's the one that's got a ceiling on it. Google bullish. Amazon bullish. Hey, did you guys know last week was the biggest week we've ever had on the stream? We had over 10%, I think 13% growth from the week before. Incredible. So many new faces joining in. A lot of people that I guess used to like enjoy trading entertainment now realize they want to get serious about making money, and they don't want to follow, you know, just people goofing off, and they wanted to hang out with you fine folks. Bunch of new faces, community. Prop Score gained 1,000 people to the Discord last week alone. We're almost at 3,000 now. Maybe we got past 3,000. Let me look. It's just blowing my mind how quickly it's been growing. My mind is blown. I didn't think it was going to have this many people in the beta. I thought we might have like 500 people join, but 3,000 is also crazy. 2,977 people in that Discord. That's ridiculous. In beta, it's blowing my mind. That's because you joined. Well, of course, Jake, it's because you joined. Brad had 2,000 bots come on stream yesterday. I remember because I got a text. Brad woke me up. I'm trying to sleep at 8 p.m. I'm like literally like laying there. I'm in my heated Snuggie. I'm cuddling with Pickle. I'm chilling. I'm hungover as shit. Brad sends me a text. He's like, hey, I think I'm getting botted. Can you check it out? I log in and there's like 2,500 concurrent viewers or whatever. I don't know if it's like, it always seems like every once in a while, there's some fake furu influencer clown out there picking or talking shit. And then then subsequently within a week or two, there's always some weird bots. Like if you get botted, the YouTube algo will start punishing your channel. So that's a deliberate attack, probably for somebody trying to hurt the trading space, somebody that's hurt the algorithm score. So probably somebody that's streaming the same time Brad is streaming that would care to do that. Nobody just does that. Somebody out there spending money to bot his stream so that YouTube goes, oh, he's a botter. We're gonna, punish him and just give less impressions going forward. They do that. It's a very nefarious way to attack your competitors. So just ignore Brad next time. I went and looked. I was like, yeah, you're probably getting botted. Probably somebody at that same time slot. Maybe somebody that's a little jealous that we're growing, and maybe they're not. I don't know. Somebody that's wanting to clear the path so they can get more viewers. Maybe some event that happened today. People are marketing some event that happened today. They wanted to crush our impressions so they can get ahead today. It's all this nefarious stream manipulation that people do in the sake of competition. No telling who it would be or why it would be, but there's no reason somebody would go out of their way to bot a stream unless you're trying to harm it. So it went to like 2.4 views in a minute. That happens. Does the YouTube dashboard show the difference? It won't know the difference. I mean, well, YouTube will, but it won't. It will still show them as views because like I think like a lot of those botting companies probably use unique IP addresses on VPNs. So I don't know. But I've always noticed coincidentally in times of like, here's an example. A big event's coming out, right? It's a little conspiracy here, but a big event's coming out and you want to maximize your gains, right? So somebody goes out there and bots all their competitors so that their algo score gets crushed for the week. And you go out there and spend whatever hundreds or $1,000s it costs to do that. And all of a sudden you're the one that wasn't botting and you get all the organic traffic from YouTube at that point in time. And then you win the race for who has the most signups or sales. We see this all the time. When Ninja Trader Arena Cup is a big announcement, everybody's promoting for it. And then coincidentally, us and some other streamers got botted. So look at the people that didn't get botted as your culprits usually. But like I said, I've learned in this business, there's a lot of people doing a lot of these kind of sleazy tactics. not really blaming anybody, but it's very possible. Coincidentally, came at the interesting time that you would want to do something like that. But we have a long history with just organic traffic, so our algo score never really gets punished, so it doesn't really affect our placement. Our views never drop when people try to do that to us. But if people try to do that to their competitors, and YouTube is like a history of things. So if you're botting like I mean, YouTube knows this. If you get botted once or twice, they don't really crush your algo score. Like the old YouTube algos that used to do that. But these days they look for history and patterns. So you got to be botting like, 5-10 days in a row, then you'll start crushing your engagement score. So what happens is, like right now, certain streamers, when they finish, their streams recommend our stream when we're live. Like almost every time. Because we're one of the highest ranked in the YouTube algorithm for futures trading. So like if you're watching some small streamer and it ends and it says recommend somebody else, usually we'll get recommended. We're in the top two or three almost every single time. People say we found you because you were recommended. So if you're a person that bots a lot then that doesn't happen anymore. So the people out there that try to attack each other will try to do that to their competitors, so they're no longer recommended. And you can go research this. Like we research how, like why does this stuff happen? Try to figure out. Find out that it's, the whole algorithm manipulation tactics people use are pretty dirty. But, why would somebody go spend the money to bot someone else's channel? That's the only reason they would do it. And that would make, but YouTube doesn't punish it for a one-off thing. So whoever does it wasted their money for no reason. We have a pristine algo score. Our impressions never drop. Our metrics never drop. I monitor them like completely in full detail, every single part of our channel. And our score is as healthy as it's ever going to be. So people botting our channel wasting their money. We showed up today with just as many viewers as we always have. Sounds like energy to work against others. Imagine the amazing platform they could build if they all worked together. I know. Oh, and require an industry where people in the industry were all talented at what they did. Like math, science, sports, you name it. But this is an industry where 99.9% of the people are fucking god-awful at what they do, and they're pretending to be good at it. It's not an industry based on logic. It's an industry based on fraud. People that suck at it. And so the whole slimy, sleazy, rat-like mentality people have is to cover their tracks because they're trying to be a mathematician when they can't add two numbers together to save their life. That's the industry we're in. The only industry that's like that, people can work together. The less transparent you are, the better. You work with somebody, your cover's blown. You trade for a month and show people, your cover's blown. You show a broker statement or a tax form, your cover's blown. The story is what sells, and nobody's gonna work together. Because people don't trust each other. You're gonna work with someone, they're gonna blow your cover and throw you under the bus so they can get ahead. It's like the fucking mafia. They're gonna turn their back on you, and that's the world that we live in. That's the world we live in.
Yeah, like E equals MC squared. Yeah, well, I'm a scientist. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, I'm a scientist. I got a background in science.
Can you show me a degree?
Yeah, we'll show you my degree. What goes up goes down. Newton.
Really?
Yeah, look up. Huh? See? What went up? Now you went down.
That's what this world is like. Yeah, it's like, you're not a scientist. Where'd you go to school?
Your mom went to school.
You're like, this is trading for you. So ain't nobody gonna go out there and work together. There's a rat crawl over rat, money grubbing, loser society of failed traders looking to claw over each other and make a buck. That's all it is. It's the industry run by fakeness. Your mom went to college. You remember? What? From Napoleon Dynamite. Give in the background, your mom goes to college. These nuts went to school. Yup. Yeah. But that's why people don't work together. Every impression you get, everything you do, every person is a buck. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Matt. I built your own algorithms and bot for tracking futures, which I use in trading options. Roxy is the first community where felt complimented all your hard work. We are a community of actual scientists. Our moms did go to college. Well, actually, my mom did go to college. But as moms and dads ourselves, maybe we went to college. Came across Matt first time on the stream. Either way, glad you found you. Oh, thank you, thank you. You forgot to put in the crystals. Oh, it burns. You lost every trade because of you. That happens. For every winner, there's a loser. It's called zero-sum game. Unfortunately, that's the way that it goes. So this market, like I said, nice and slightly bullish-ish. I took that one long and I'm just chilling. There is no evidence of any kind of stronger push, any kind of like anything. There's always support there if there's some kind of news that comes out. Market just inching higher, slightly bullish, no shorting. But not super tradable. I hate these bull days like this. I usually just get in with something and get out pretty quick. Which is exactly last hour. Market's barely traveled a little bit since since we started. And, you know, you're one missile or one drone attack away from hundreds of points of drop. Somebody said, Matt, you suck at trading. I lost every trade because of you. No, you lost every trade because you suck at trading. And you watch people online and copy what they do. Because you suck at trading. I don't watch people online because I'm good at trading. That's the difference between you and me, sir. By definition, you are watching people trade because you suck at trading. I'm sorry to hear that, but you lost every trade because of me. That's crazy. I couldn't try to lose money if I wanted to. I tried in November. I tried to go out there and randomly trade this market. I still wouldn't lose money, even though I tried really hard to do so. Do I even trade, bro? I know. Do you even copy trade, bro? Do you have the time? I don't have the time to listen to you whine. That's okay. Looks like the mods don't either. All right, quickie little pullback here. Do I want to take a long trade at these areas here with positive res? Actually, right now, resilience is slightly negative, but it's not negative enough to short this. But it is negative, so negative can mean we pass through and flex through the box. We shall see. Days like this are too slow and not volatile enough to make some moves. Do you even trade? VIX trading triple B. VIX is above triple B right now. So this could be some volatility. It can lead to some downside. Thank you for the mention. Did I mention drone before? There's a drone attack. Our air defense system are currently responding to a missile threat. Oh, here we go. Trading from drone to drone, from missile to missile. You know, I used to think that the NASDAQ followed companies. NASDAQ follows missiles these days. It's crazy. Whatever happened to tech? Whatever happened to people wanting to buy microchips? No, my friends. Missiles, that's it. Missile defense system. The cost of your cheeseburger at McDonald's is very affected by the Strait of Hormuz. That's open. The McDonald's gonna have better quarter this, you know, the earnings gonna be good this quarter. You gonna buy some Johnson & Johnson Kleenex? You better hope that we're not at war with Iran or Kleenex price is going to go up. Johnson & Johnson stock going to come down. You know, this is very important stuff. There's a lot of missile components in those tissues. You know, we really got to make sure cost of Air Jordan is going to skyrocket if Iran doesn't open that fucking strait. I'm telling you, this has everything to do with Fortune 500 companies. 100%. 100%. Raytheon and Lockheed said, "Hold my beer." Yeah, those industries can do all right in the environment. But again, most people are not crazy. Blah blah blah. They just want an easy win, like the way you can break down the fourth and volume. It just says cost evaluations up front. This is true. Nah, we just get the occasional troll that comes in here. They like to just make a fake account and goof off, which is okay. It's appreciated. You wouldn't be a good comedian if you didn't have a heckler or two. Duke Ashore last night, let's tweet about fixing when I mess up the markets. Let's just make a tweet about it. Let's move the markets where we want to move it to. Clearly, guys. You know, you better be careful because I feel like, you know, hand towels at Target are going to go up 20% because a missile was just fired at a drone. We need to pull back all the stocks just a little bit because it's very important to the American economy. What happens in little old Iran? Actually, maybe the cost of saffron might go up. You know, Iran is the largest saffron producer in the world. I think they still are. Iran is the world's largest producer of saffron. Put me on your fucking trivia team, guys. I'm telling you. I forget my friend had a sister, but I remember the most useless random trivia. For some reason. I don't know where I remember that from. I know that from somewhere. Should I buy the dip on that? Or should I wait for it? Is the reason for a trade in the AM? Yeah, that probably was the dip to buy on. I don't really care to trade this day. I'm going to kind of take it easy. But we can have a giveaway really quick. All right. Back to the market news. Next headline going to be our defense false alarm. Yeah, something. More headlines, more news, more whatever. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna fall asleep staring at this paint tray. Let's listen to some jams, do some giveaways. All right. I am getting bored here.
Got my laptop open, coffee getting cold, watching all these numbers, green and red and gold. Markets moving faster than I can come.
All right. So I'm gonna do like some pretty good. I'm gonna do like a bunch of giveaways today because I feel like I'm getting bored and I want to do something exciting. You guys want to do something exciting? I want to do something exciting. I think I want to start off the month with a TPT account to support me going live with TPT. Well, dude, type in TPT live all together. I didn't even pay attention. I've got like 40 extra TPT accounts just sitting there to give away. You know, like TPT, you can accrue points and they give you so many to give away. I haven't been giving them away, so I've been stockpiling some TPT stuff.
Smart decisions for every move it makes. Rocket scooter, take me higher through the charts and market fire. Automated dreams come true. Trading while I sleep, it's what you do. Rocket scooter, smart and sleek, finding profits that I see. From the opening bell to the closing gong, rocket scooters been trading all along. While I'm living life, it's making moves in this digital dance with market crews. Rocket scooter, take me higher to the charts and market fire. Technology and trading combined. Piece of automated mind. Rocket scooter, my trading mate, making money while I wait.
Type in TPT live and tell you a little bit about Take Profit. All right, guys, TBT live. So started trading with TBT back in, I think, February. I traded with them for about 2 months and took a break to focus on the million challenge. And then when the million challenge got to like the level it did, after I withdrew 3 different times and market got crazy on that crazy run up, I stepped back from that and just threw some props back on the table until the Iran stuff is over. I don't like this news-based trading and risk my money on it. And so TBT I got in 2 Mondays ago, a second round, and within 5 days I was funded. So it only takes 2 days to pass. On prop score side, TBT is considered one of the best ranked firms out there. It's in second place with a 9.9. So obviously, like, it and my funded futures are neck and neck for the best accounts. What makes TBT so good? Very quick payouts, very big payouts. One of the biggest ROIs out there. So with TPT, what I liked about it was that it's only 2 days to pass and then 3 calendar days to wait, and you can flip. And so certain firms make you trade a minimum. So an example is like with Lucid, right? Lucid's still great, but like the Lucid, I have to trade a minimum profit for it to count as a trading day. And so even if you have to make a minimum profit, you can still blow up the account, which is what I don't like about min profit days. So on the calendar, you know how many times I busted an account trying to make the last 50 bucks and then lose the 5,000 or whatever to blow it? TBT is 2 days to pass and 3 days to flip. Purely flipping, open and close. You can win, you can lose, doesn't matter. They just count. And then on day 6, you go funded and you can get paid out on day 6. Meaning of the first day. Okay. Your 25K my funded futures account got liquidated because you reached 500 Friday and lost 500 today. Does that make sense?
Teach me, King, drop the pin.
Which account? If you made 500 and you lost 500, I don't know why you would get liquidated. Unless it's, oh, trailing drawdown. That's why. That would be why.
9 years in the trenches in the fire. Let's rewind. When the door first cracked open, this ain't luck. This is blood on the token. 2016, 41, punching in at the office grind. 5 days a week.
All right, TPT Live. So on Monday, I went and started trading trading eval. By Tuesday, I had passed. Wednesday through Friday, I flipped. Monday, I went funded. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday together, I popped out 60K worth of profit. And then Thursday, they moved me to live. It was that quick. I'm 100% sure they're considering my previous experience with them. But total with TPT, when you add all of it together, I need to go add it all up, but I know I made 250 probably. When you add the additional 63, so that's not really payout. I'm not considering that, but I think total I've been paid out more than 250. 2 to 250, somewhere in there. And then, except my memory is so bad, it could have been 350 for all I know. But the 63, I got to take out maybe 30 something of that and left a lot of the balance still in to keep trading. So now it's all frozen because I can't trade it anymore, but I'm going live. So TVT live, right, to celebrate me going live, clearly. I should have the live accounts pretty soon. I don't know, it takes a couple days to get it. But in the meantime, got some accounts to give away. Hold on, we can see what we got.
Nights and weekends fight. Now I'm 50 and free to trade my life. Wasn't overnight. 9 years paid the price. It wasn't overnight. Side hustles every night. It wasn't overnight. Rocket school to lit the flight. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't overnight. Memory lane is a bridge, not a grave. It wasn't overnight. Rocket school to Matt. You a real one. It wasn't overnight. From the dark to the dream.
Hold on, I'm getting my giveaway stuff coordinated really quick. Hold on.
Yeah, we making it. Ain't going back. Never going back. Never going back.
Type in TPT live.
This edge will never be if I step in, and if I don't be gone, we won't express then. I must stop, leave alone what's not in my control. To make you breathe alive, I got to wait and give you your space. Even if I pay, it'll be alright. I'm in the tray, I gotta step aside. How can we try and bring this edge to life? Maybe not interfere, I found that I got to wait and give you your space. This edge will never see.
All right. All right. Rapid account, I'm sure you understand that part. So when you, if you go to, I think like, hold on, let me look this really quick.
All this out of my control. To make you breathe alive, I've got to wait and give you your space. Even if I pay, it'll
So on rapid, it's trailing drawdown when you go funded, right? So trailing drawdown means so you make your buffer, the drawdown is going to trail with you. So if you go up, your drawdown goes with you. So you can still be making money, but bust on trailing drawdown. That's just the nature of the rapids. Until you hit buffer, they're still trailing.
This edge will never see the light if messed with, and if I don't be God, even if I pay, it'll be alright. If I'm in the tide, I've got to step aside. How can we try and bring this edge to life? Maybe not interfere, I found that I got to wait and give you your space.
All right. I'm giving away a TPT account. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get my coordinated here. Oops. Type in. All right, give away 1 second here. 1 second here. We have all these new tools and stuff we've made. We've gotten so big with this, like coordinated efforts for giveaways. Now we have to wait to figure out how to do this. All right, we're selling off a little bit now. Negative resilience just sort of like playing out. Market's selling a little bit heavier on whatever missile firing news we got going on here. Fake news for our stock market, but the market's responding very irrationally towards it, letting it pull back. No risk on the table. I got a pancake. Dang, these pancakes are good. Oh shit, there's some flushing there. Wow. Where all my short traders at? Holy crap, market pulling back a little bit. Three missiles from Iran intercepted. Oh, it's break. It's going crazy. Shit's hitting the fan. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is for a TPT 150K account. I'll give you one of the big ones. To celebrate my TPT live. As soon as I go live, I'll let you guys know how well it works. Every single moment, I'm refreshing my platform to see if it pops up. But until then, nothing else is there. I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce your name. M Bones. M1 got you. 5120. Bones 5120. M Bones. Wangachoo. Wangachoo, are you here? And literally says Wangachoo. I'm not making that up. I would just give you an account with a name like that. It's the name like that is fantastic. Iran is back at it. Oh, here's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what my real trading account would be doing right now. I'd be committing money to it. Me betting on the health of the economy. Me betting on everything else doing well, and all of a sudden there's a missile flying somewhere. And then everything else can sell on it. There you go. All right, congratulations. All right, we'll do something else in a minute. Should I just go for it? Like, why the hell not? Like, who knows what I'm doing here? I'm just goofing around now. We should trade it here too. Let's try it. Let's just play the volatility. Let's gamble in 2 accounts. 2 accounts. Why the hell not? That's a good enough dip. Let's bet that we don't break the yellow line. If we break the yellow line to the north side, I'll grab it in 3. Whee! Free money. Remember, I tell you guys, patience is the payment. Now, here's how things work, right? You just wait and you wait. Remember, I just wait and wait. Let something happen. Just let something happen. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna crash underneath me. Maybe I'm losing this. I don't fucking know, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who freaking knows what's gonna happen here? Oh, show me that Aston Martin. Oh, the Aston Martin event this weekend was really cool. It was chill. But the one next week is going to be much bigger, so I'll be able to show you a lot of that Aston Martin.
You already know what he's driving.
All right. Next giveaway. I got some Fund to Next accounts giveaway. Let me tell you guys about Fund to Next, okay? They are still ranked as one of the best prop accounts in the space. Now, again, this is just a gamble off of, do I think yellow line's gonna hold and us not crash unless Iran news? Maybe. Like maybe, right? Show me that ass, John Martin. Who knows what's gonna happen? Probably gonna sell off. Probably gonna kill me. Guys, pop the contract at it. Are we crashing because of missiles? Are we surviving and thriving? Type of FundedX. Let me tell you guys about what's going on with FundedX. Right? They have new accounts coming down the pipeline. I'm going to tell you. I have the inside scoop, but I can't leak it yet. They called me last night. Tell me about it. I had a meeting. We have a meeting every month. It's the new month. New stuff coming out. One of their best accounts is the Bolt. The Bolt is one of the best accounts in all of prop space right now. Bolt account is pretty much, it's like their sort of like daily payout kind of account. We get details about it. Show me that ass, John Martin. Type in FundedX, my friends. Type it in. Probably give you a little tour of these accounts here. Where the heck is it? Am I blind? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. All right. So Bolt account's one of the best accounts they've got. It's really, 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 really good. It is a 3 days to pass. Only with daily loss limit, and then once you go funded, there's only daily loss limit as well. So no consistency on funded, and 1 day to pass on funded. So it's like the pretty quick turnaround. The price per time in market is best in class on your expected daily payout. Drawdown per price, best in class. It's the only account in all of prop score that has 2 best in classes as far as ranking goes. One of the best accounts currently that exists right now is the Bolt. The numbers, the numbers. Whoa, whoa, giveaway. Oh, whoa. Do I want to take the gamble from here? Or do I just want to lock it in? Are we gonna hold? Are we gonna hold chat? What do we think? Should I just like take it? Tell you, wait long enough, make some money there, baby. All right, cool. I like those big candles like that. Let's lock that in. Let's lock that in. Okay. I don't even think I want to be trading this, to be honest. Let me just take the profit on this. I think it's crazy, but I like getting a little scalp there. Whoa, let's do a giveaway. And I tell you guys, you wait long enough, the opportunities will come. You think I'm just talking and goofing off and telling you guys a story about being hungover for the side of it? Nah. No, I'm waiting. Like a sniper, like a falcon, like a bird of prey coasting around in the air. I wait for the little mice to poke his head out in the sand below. When that happens, swoop down and take it up. Now, even if it rallies or not, I don't even care. I got me a free 60 points off of that. Kind of just put that and lock that up and chill on that. That was worth about 10 G's. Like I said, some of you try too hard to trade. You just are trying too hard and trying too hard. And I told y'all today, I'm going to wait for a big old nasty opportunity. We fell. I allowed the overshoot and I jumped in. Does everybody remember me telling you guys when we started this earlier today, the beginning of the stream, about the overshoot trade setup with VIX the way that it is? And that's the wrong handout. It's from the boot camp, which does start on Monday. Where the heck is it? Oh, it is here. Let's do a giveaway. But the Bolt is one of the best accounts right now in all of prop score. Hands down. 2 best in classes. There's not a single account out there that's got 2 best in classes, by the way. 2 of its stats are 10.0. Just incredible. Here's the handout I want to show you guys. Why did I enter when I did? Let me walk you through that really quick before I hand you guys the accounts. Guys, remember this from this morning. When VIX is above triple B, we talk about that. Simon Dean yelling at y'all about VIX being above triple B. Always give me the reminder. Triple B is taking a midpoint. It's a very key element of VIX. When VIX is above triple B, you will have, it's 1947. It's going to last you till the third Wednesday of the month, and we'll have a new one that morning. And so when VIX is above there, you allow overshoot, which is what you saw me do. Overshoot's a big part of it. You can enter before, after, and below your pivot when VIX is in this current condition to allow a little bit of overshoot to trade a buck above. Exactly what I did. But instead, I actually didn't take the first one or the second one. I let it overshoot close to where my stop would have been. And then I just traded it right back to here. And whether it rallies or not, it doesn't matter. I made 10 grand in like 4 minutes, and I don't have to do anything else for the rest of the day. Like I waited, and then I approached it at the overshoot right near where my stop would be. And then right now, which was basically here, 759 all the way down to 710 is the 40-point stop where my stop would be. You guys remember this? You remember seeing this morning? And I tell you guys, type something in before you type on the next. What are the 3 rules that allow me to look for overshoot? I give you 3 rules, okay? You guys remember what they are? It's the maximum of 1, 2, and 3. And what is 1, 2, and 3 for NASDAQ? So y'all remember it. How do I determine how much overshoot I allow when VIX is above triple B? This is straight from the boot camp. We doing it good, chat. No. You guys are thinking that's the 3 rules of what makes a bull market. The rules of overshoot. Here's what they are. Number 1, it's the maximum of 40 and 10, which is the points on S&P and NASDAQ. 40 and 10. Or the greatest 1-minute candle, right? The largest 1-minute candle sets that distance. Or ARB. So it's the highest of the 3. Tell you about how much overshoot you can handle. ARB, well, that's practically 0. So 40, so we have 0 versus 40 versus the largest 1-minute candle. And at the time, the largest 1-minute candle was 28 to 83 was roughly 40 points. So the largest of 40, 40, and 0 allows it to be 40. So I allowed 40-point overshoot. And when we hit yellow, I longed 40 points of overshoot and said, fuck it, I'll jump in. This whole math of that was already in my head. I'm in the middle of the giveaway. And I see it happen, I jump on it. So we teach you guys how to be quick on that boot camp. It's part of our boot camp series of how to handle and adjust for volatility. As quick as you saw that is a professional level trade, understanding the nature of volatility and the nature of overshoot. And look at this. It's continuing to sell off, but I managed to pluck 10K out of thin air in the middle of that move. Just like that. To test, even on the break, to test the return to the pivot just on the test. And I don't think I'm right. I don't think this is a bull day. I was in and out. I closed everything down. Isn't the VIX at 1836? VIX futures, not the VIX. So VIX futures is the exploitable thing. Come to the boot camp, I'll tell you how that is. VIX itself, different. VIX futures are betting on what the VIX will be at an expiration in the future. So they will be slightly different because they're aiming at different points in time. VIX is the value now, the spot value. VIX futures is the spot value at some point expiration. Rocket scooter emojis. Drawing shit on my screen. Rocket scooter emojis, cause yo, Wehura. That's a cool sounding name. I'm not gonna lie. being that it's Star Wars Day, that sounds like a very Star Wars sounding name. Like it literally sounds like Jedi Master Kazuo Uehara. You know what I'm saying? Like how cool would it be for your family to give you a name that makes you sound like a Jedi? Like you're like the cousin of Mace Windu, you know what I'm saying? Kick ass. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Congratulations, congratulations. We got a few more to give away. What was that, Fun to Next? I'd like to give away 3 Fun to Next just to kind of like show it off. Kazuyo's here. So apparently the wheel is frozen on Gabe. I don't. Gabe, stop hacking my shit, bro. Gabe. Rigged. I knew this whole time. This whole time, I knew who it was. Rigged, bro. I knew it. I knew it. He like stuck his finger in the spoke. Like everyone's looking. The wheel starts spinning. The wheel starts spinning. Gabe was like. Jesus Christ. We can't like not give it to him at this point. Congratulations, Gabe. I'm gonna spin the wheel. It's caught on something. Gabe's over here. What? No, nothing. Nothing's going on. Today is your lucky day. That's right. You better do something with that account. I want to hear you blowing it up. That's a special account there, sir. Yeah. Raji Sharma. Yeah, you need to put Rocket Scooter or Rocket or RS or PS. Just anything that's a nod that you would see and know that you're from here. The goal is I want to see our name all over that leaderboard. I want to see you guys Rocket, Rocket Scooter, RS, PS, Prop Score, whatever. It doesn't matter what you do. Just some kind of nod. You can say like Matt Coward's bitch. I don't care. You can put my name, put someone's name. Rocket Scooter inside jokes, whatever. Just, you know, Wick Tickler #1. I really don't care. As long as it's something related to Rocket Scooter, then, you know, we need to be on the boards. I want to see our names all over the boards. So you want to be, you know, Wick Tickler Gabe. I'm cool with that. All right. Kazuo Uehara, Gabe, and Barty Sharma are the 3 winners right now. Some fun next accounts. I don't know what they're going to give away. Probably some Rapids and Bolts or something. I don't know. But I'm going to throw this in here. We got some more to do in a little bit. Oops. We need to give away some fun in next accounts. Discipline works. That's the only way. We'll do a little bit. One more in a little bit. Man, those Ninja Trader seats are filling up quick. So the 30,000 people that can enter already in the first couple hours of the market. 34, almost 4,000 have already entered. So that's quick. It's going to fill up quick. I need to log in and register. Join competition. I'll do Heat 1. All right, we're gonna do another giveaway in a little bit. Chill on that. Hold on. No more fun to next for now. All right, here's me entering the competition. That's the only way. I am registered. It literally took me 3 seconds to register. That was so quick. All right, I'm in Heat 1. Let's rock it, baby. You can't trade the name I gave you. Hey, that's okay. Blue Sky, if you can't change it, don't sweat over it. It's like if you sign the account, it lets you change it, then you can. Don't worry. If it doesn't have prop score, I'll still let you guys enter. Don't even worry. If y'all are from our community, you'll win. Try your best to change your name. You know what I mean? Like, Let me make a correction on the announcement. Like, but if you can't change it, that's okay. Bam, 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 bam. What's the difference between heats? There's not. They just break it down in 3 heats, kind of spread out the competition over different times. The first, it's a one, like the qualifier is a 1 day. It's like a 1 day YOLO pass. It's crazy. So you're either in or out, and it's kind of like the crappy part about the qualifier is you don't get a second day to redeem yourself. Team Rocket Scooter. Yeah, be whatever you guys want to be. Throw out some crazy name. You know, last night didn't think about putting RS in your name. Yeah, don't even worry about it. If you can't put RS, that's fine. It'd just be cool if we saw our names up there. A lot of our folks did very well last time. One of our guys posted this morning they got 2nd place, so I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. But we are like the competitive. We are like the competitive trading org. So like all of our guys are always so hyper competitive. We like to go to contests. We like to win them. So it looks like I did buy that overshoot. Went up. Now we're rejecting yellow line with negative res. Looks like this is kind of probably might be a flush day. I probably won't touch this again until lower DD band. I might make a decision. With 73, be very careful. The ratio is deteriorating a little bit. It was closer to the high 80s. Now it's mid 70s. It's still good. Still gonna have to be a bull at the lower pockets. I would say that allowing overshoot, you have a cluster pivot at 532 to 456. I'm just gonna play. I'll play 1 long at DD and I'll let it overshoot and I'll hit the rest of them. I'll skip to the bottom of the pocket. So I'm going to trade like this with a stop 40 points under because R is flat. So I'll wait for that. 1 can short off a yellow line if you're bearish. That is the bear setup is the yellow line break. It can get pretty violent from here. You can't change the heat. Write them a message and ask them to change the heat for you. Or maybe sign up again. I don't know. Can you sign up again on the other heat and then just tell them you can't compete in the first one to free up the slot? Where's DD at? 532 on NASDAQ, 7181 on S&P. Do I have a microscalp using DOM overflow? I don't really do any microscalping. I try to get 40 points and 10 points respectively, NASDAQ and S&P. I try to go for that same 1-to-1 or greater for at least 40 points. I don't like to trade anything underneath that because I'm really robbing myself. If I'm going to take a risk and allow myself to lose my normal stop loss, I got to at least make that much in profit. Yeah, so I don't do the smaller scalps. We're consolidating to go lower. I feel it. I 100% feel it. So maybe if I'm still slightly bullish-ish, I can trade off the bottom pocket. But be very careful today because this is a day where the perfect storm is here, that it can turn into a big-ass sell-off day. So just be careful. The VIX is where it is, which is sort of like in that one state where things can be pretty bad. This can be that kind of day that just falls right back down to here. Like we can just be sort of back on the path of going lower. No more chasing shadows. Guys, church is in session. As we've learned, get out your rosaries and say your Hail Marys. This market's going to town. We better do some praying. We better pray things get better out there. I'm so tired of the stock market moving around because of random missiles. Papa Matt Emeritus. Blessed be your portfolio. My son had his first communion this week and I was very proud. I come from a very long lineage of Catholics, and so my family, my mom, and when she was a kid, they went to like a Latin mass. They were like hardcore. You had to learn to speak Latin to go to mass. My youngster, my little man, my little 8-year-old had his first communion. I was very proud. This Saturday. And then I went on a binge drinking spree for like 2 days for Derby and these car shows. F1. The Church of Metal. Yeah, it's very, very cool. He's so big. I see him and I'm like, oh my God, he's like he's such a little adult now. The church that we go to is like a block away from my mom's house. My grandma, after she passed away, she used to drive up to the church and count the money. But she was like that was her volunteer job to stay busy. So we're pretty active there, and my kiddo goes to private school there. You can put Rocket Scooter wherever, and username. No, put your real first and last name. Put your real first and last name. They got to cut a check to Rocket Scooter. Hello, Mr. Scooter. Put your actual name in there so that you know. But I mean, for the username, you can pick. You don't even have to pick Rocket Scooter. We just think it's funny. We always like troll the leaderboards with goofy shit, you know. I'm sure there's gonna be 1,000 Wick Ticklers this year. Children of Papa Les. You know, you're gonna see a bunch of goofy stuff, I'm sure. Disciples of Papa. Make sure you sign in though. If it doesn't let you register, maybe try a different broker. I'm sorry, a different browser to try to sign in. All right, this song is always very long, so it was fun while it lasted. Hold on. Let's go to a different song. When I spent first communion week, there's a bunch also at yours this weekend. Oh yeah, it is that week, yeah. And they go on Saturday because you know they don't want to mess up the regular mass schedule with all the kiddos. Your old gamer tag, Loco Moneymaker. Oh heck yeah. If I were to go for my old gamer tag, Monosage, y'all know the story of Monosage? So longest time, my gamer tag was always Menace. If you guys play with me, you know that it is. It's M-E-N-A-A-C is 2 A's. And it's just been since the Xbox days. But I made a second account on Xbox because my buddy and I were trying to grind out in Halo 2. Like we made like these boost accounts. We're trying to boost each other to get to level 50 as fast as possible on 2 random accounts. And so we started brand new and just we played Team Duo. And so mine was like Menace with a J. And I ended up keeping that account. So it was Menace with a J, actually like Menace and J. So that stayed around for a while. And then my buddies, my hee-haw, I ran some buddies. They were like these Texas A&M Aggie graduates. And they had a clan called the Hee-Haw Boys or Hee-Haw Clan. So all their names are like Donk, Deezy, Doofy. They're all different goofy names. Like Hee-Haw Deezy, Hee-Haw the Goofy, Hee-Haw the Doofus, whatever. And then I was Menace J, but they were always being goofy and calling me Menosage. Menosage. So then, like, for the rest of my Halo 2 and Halo 3 days, I started using like, literally Menosage. So the evolution of my gamer tag was like, and it sounded funny because it's like you got killed by man sausage or whatever. So it wasn't chosen to be like that, but the way they would pronounce Menace with the J, because we had different. I was like Menace A B C D G. I was like, let me just put a random J. And so then it became Menosage, but it really was spelled that way. The first one. Stupid shit. You know how we were when we were kids. My friends were like, Hee-haw Menosage. You got killed by Menosage. Menace J, yeah. Some weird stuff. My Halo 2 name. So like the dude from The Boy. Yep. Branding idea, buying naming rights. You will legally change your name to Rocket and Scooter, get a tattoo with the logo. Bro, that is dedication. That is dedication to your craft. I completely agree. Now, I feel really bad for somebody to go out there and get like, you know, like bull flag or something tattooed on their forehead before they go blow up their entire life savings. You know what I'm talking about? Fair value gap. Tattooed on your arm. Oh shit. I should have not got that one. How to get to triple B level for VIX? VIX futures, Peter. So it's a level we teach you how to calculate. It's on the Tuesday before the third Wednesday of every month. And what you do is you calculate the midpoint between the spot month contract close and the forward month contract open on the Tuesday before VIX expiration, VIX options. It's a long-winded answer to say the Tuesday before the third Wednesday of the month. Don't say third Tuesday of the month, say Tuesday before the third Wednesday. Unless there's a Wednesday holiday and that changes, but usually that's the day. The month starts on a Wednesday, it's actually the second Tuesday of the month. Anyways, you take the close of the spot month and the open of the forward contract, and it's just the midpoint, and it stays there all month. Called Contango midpoint or triple B for short. You can see it's a high volume pivot. You can't even not see that today. You can see how there's volume. VIX futures itself has volume at this level. These are all subsequent or like previous months, sorry. So I leave them here for future teaching, you know, about it. But the one that's bold, the bigger one, that's the one that's currently in effect. So you can see how when we're trading on one side to the other, there's volume, bigger volume that starts to spike out around the level. So you see how VIX is sort of just chill, VIX futures are chill. And then once we break through triple B, this volume starts to amplify like that. Can I check silver levels? Yeah, I got you, man. When we look up, so with silver, you can look up certain ETFs like SLV for silver. And you can see that silver is sort of like jumbled up. There's no clear bull or bear breakpoints. As a matter of fact, bulls and bears are sporadic throughout all of this. It's fairly chaotic, and the overall liquidity map is bearish. Anything that's below this blue line, there is no arrow to trade. There's no long arrow. So it's actually downward pressure. Bull is short down. So anything below blue is resistance. We just don't have a trade off. And so normally in these I sit out because they're bullish at a lower support, but they're kind of bearish off of the hedge pressure. So trade one on the liquidity map used to have a red arrow. Actually, it used to look like this. It used to have an arrow like this, but we took it out because we didn't want to short off a blue because it was only a 60-40 play. When you take the boot camp, you'll learn the odds of that. But technically speaking, the blue is a short setup. It's just more of a coin flip than anything. Get SMT divergence tattooed on your ass. Are the replays just as good as the live bootcamp? Yeah, the replays are good. Like the live is basically we go over the videos together and watch them as a class, and then we discuss what's going on topically with what's going on in the market at the time. So for instance, the bootcamp may be filmed once a year. We refilm it to kind of be more modern and up to date with our newest current strategies and back tests. But say that when the bootcamp was filmed in January this last year, we know what January was like. It was a choppy, kind of crazy market. And so this time around, bootcamp is going to be taught in a bull market. It's a whole different kind of experience. And it's very valuable to come to lives. So you can't come to lives. It's not like you're missing out on anything. Just a little bit of extra information. Oil is climbing quick, yeah. Is volume for VIX coming from options trades? I thought you can't trade VIX. You can trade VX, which is futures contract for VIX. So VIX itself, VIX, is just an index like SPX. You can't trade any index product from the CBOE. INDX, SPX, VIX are just equations. They're not instruments. You can't trade them. You can't buy shares of it. You can't buy anything of it. But they have options that trade, like derivative products that trade off of their value. They're cash settled instruments because there's no such thing as a share of VIX. So the instrument is settled with cash. Like for instance, futures, you buy oil futures contract and it settles, then they deliver physical oil to yourself, right? And it's settled in oil for dollars. So the contract for VIX futures is a VIX futures contract that delivers nothing. There's no delivery. So it settles in cash. The loser pays the winner. Essentially, you're betting on the differentiating value between the two traders when they buy it and how much value changes over time. So you can't trade VIX, but you can trade any futures contract as like a side bet on VIX. So you can bet on VIX movement using VIX futures contract or even VIX options. So VIX has options VX futures is a futures contract that you can just buy or sell like any other futures contracts, and that you can trade. So this is a trick for VIX futures because VIX can be traded, and VIX futures are betting on VIX at a point in time in the future, just like any futures contract is doing. Because remember, you trade S&P and NASDAQ. Right now, this is saying I'm betting that NDX is 745 at expiration at the end of the quarter. This is not the current NDX value. This is NDX in the future that we're betting on. And so that's how futures contracts work. So with VIX futures, you can exploit certain futures mechanics of structure and other things to take bets on the VIX to go with it. Can I explain how I can lose money to maintain consistency? So you need to calculate what your consistency translates to your highest P&L. So an example is, say you have to make 10,000 bucks and it's a 30% consistency. That means 3,000 is the highest trade you can make. If you go above 3,000, then you have to trade an extra day. So I mean, let me give you something that's not 3,000. Let me give you a better example. 2,500. Say you have a 25% consistency. It means all of your trades have to be less than 2,500, or else your profit target's changed. So if you make 25, 25, 25, and 25, then you've hit your profit target and maintained consistency. On this example, 25%. So if example, say you went over accidentally and then you made 5,000 one day, you fell asleep and forgot about it. Now 25% of X has to be $5,000. Okay. So you have to calculate your new profit target based on 5,000. Clearly that becomes 20K. If you make more, then you have to trade extra days to get there. So what people do is if they accidentally go over, you're supposed to make no more than 25 and you accidentally make 5, then the goal is to go out there and lose money on purpose. So you have to figure out how much you need to lose to get under consistency, which is basically less than your highest P&L day already. So whatever your highest day has been, you need to get underneath that. That's your easiest rule of thumb. And then you're going to go and you're going to load up a futures contract on your DOM. You're going to do the following. You're going to make a new DOM over here. You're going to add some different contracts. We're going to add NQ. We're currently trading the M contract, so we're going to add the next one, U6. Okay, we're going to go a little bit further in time. This is the one that expires in September. Now, as you see, it's a whole different price. And as you see, the bid-ask spread is kind of wide. Look at this. There's probably 2 whole points between there, whereas the M6 contract is only, maybe like half a point. So when you add like a contract that expires kind of like the next cycle, you get a little bit more fat and you can say, okay, there is actually like 3 points of spread. And you know that every point is worth 20 bucks. So if I were to just open and close very quick, I'll lose 60 bucks on this. The only reason to go in the future is because you can do it much faster. You can do it on the current contract as well. You'll just have to do it 3 times longer. So open up one of these contracts and say, okay, I'm gonna lose $60 every time I just open and close. If I buy and close very quick, just click, then I'll buy against the ask and settle the bid and lose 60 bucks perfectly. If I need to lose $2,500, well, then I can do some math. Let me do this with 10 contracts at a time. So I can open and close and lose 6, open and close and lose 6, open and close and lose 6, open and close and lose 6. Perfect. That's 2,400. Now I need to lose 100 bucks. Okay, now I got to fine tune because I don't want to overshoot. So then I'm going to go to current NASDAQ and do the same thing. Lose 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks. And then I'm like, okay, I need to lose like $5 more. Then I'm going to open up micro futures on the current contract and lose $1.25 each. Open and close is a $1.25 loss. Let me demonstrate it for you. Ready? Or $3.75. Look at that. So I just showed you how to lose $3.75. So you'll use bigger denominations to get there in the fewest steps, just to save yourself a headache. You can also just open and close with the current contract, but it'll just take you a lot longer to get there. And with contract limits, it won't let you get there quick enough. So you're basically like losing on purpose to get under your consistency. And then the final trick is once you've gotten to your target, you're going to need to go here and you're going to remove the U6 contract or whatever contract you chose. Don't accidentally leave it there because you're going to come back tomorrow and forget that you had it and accidentally start executing trades on the next month and blow up your account accidentally because you went and bought 5 contracts against a huge spread like that. So if you add that to do this trick to whittle yourself down, make sure you remove it from your DOM so you don't accidentally use it tomorrow. That's how you did it to pass your Lucid? Yep. It's a pretty easy trick. And plus you also have to pay commissions on prop accounts too. So make sure that you account for the commission on the trade as well when you're opening and closing. So you'll still have to pay some commissions. So just don't overdo it. You know what I mean? But yeah. What are my thoughts for the rest of the trading day? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't know. Really don't know. Breaking a line to the downside is not necessarily the most bullish thing. Consolidating below with increasing volume could equate to more selling off. Advantageous bulls would want to see resilience go greater than 0. Would want to see us reclaim 762 with velocity. If we reclaim this and break the high and keep going, it's a jump in trade to keep rallying. It's just so dangerously close to like the sell-off point that I wouldn't jump in below it. Like right now, it's still trying to sell. I would wait for the confirmation. So if I want to be bullish, I want to definitely get above here, support there, and keep going. We need to clear this, but enough to break the highs and keep going. So I feel like if I jump in here, it's going to take a loss. So we're going to chill on that one. I got my plan in place. I'm going to buy the dip at the bottom. This little green arrow I drew. I think it'd be cool if this flushed today and I can actually get a long trade from down in here. Kind of nice. We'll do one more giveaway in a little bit. Is the music too loud? Come on. Turn down a little bit. Is my stream frozen? Don't worry about that. Looks like we got some selling pressure coming through here, boys. Quick, everybody send me 50 cents. All right, let's see what we got here. This does not look good. Or the long side. I'm glad I got in on that. So you guys remember, like today, I didn't jump in and chase. Like I told you this morning, I don't like to take these 1A trades. Like sometimes I'll take like one sacrifice. I'll jump in one if I get anything. And if I lose, then I have a bigger play at the bottom. Today was the perfect example of that. We fell to the bottom. It's a flat day. I decided to take the gamble, which is really a 60-40 trade with very little confluence. I mean, it was good enough to be bullish. I got one, traded to there, closed out, made 700 bucks, called it, nothing else. And then I waited. And then I waited, and then I waited, and then the market fell to here on the overshoot. I grabbed it, got to there, closed out, and that was another 10K. Or whatever it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, I'm sorry, 2 and 4, 8, yeah. 10. Oh, that's actually 11K. So that was 11K total. And that was just longing from here to here, longing from there. That whole thing, 11K. Now I'm waiting, right? If we end up down here, I might be willing to take that bigger bet that we hold in through here. Oh, feeling that wish fan. Okay, we got some more giveaways to do before I get out of here and go to My Funded TV. Oh, the ETF and My Funded Futures Rapid, man, I'm all over the place. I forgot to do all the good stuff today. All the goods that we have today. This is all good stuff. Believe it or not, we gave away TPT. Gave away Funded Next. These are all top 5 prop firms. We got even My Funded Futures coming through here. Oh my God, an ETF. Okay. Don't forget to use the score code everywhere you go, with the exception of TPT. With TPT, you must still use Rocket Scooter. That won't change until I blow up my Pro Plus accounts. So unfortunately, with TPT, you still gotta use code Rocket Scooter. Because they have to delete my affiliate account to make the prop score win. And because I have accounts with them to trade with. No, don't type Funded X. Hold on. No. ETF. Because I still have accounts with them. They were like, we can't delete we can delete your account, but you're gonna lose all your trading accounts too. I'm like, oh, well, I just went live with you guys. So let's leave that there. And well, actually, sorry, when I said earlier, they said, we're gonna have to delete your accounts. And I'm like, oh, well, I just passed some funding. So I'm gonna have to pass some eval. So I'm gonna have to stick with it. Then I messaged him and I asked him about the live. I said, you know, if I'm live, is that still under the same affiliate account? He's like, yeah, all of it. So they'd have to actually like delete and disable my entire account from their system. So you still got to use Rocket Scooter, but code score everywhere else. With the whoosh fan. I love the whoosh fan song. Okay, it looks like we are selling off some volume. This is a good short setup, I feel like. Now it finally feels like we're getting that selling pressure. With the secret plan. Brown, 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 brown. All right, type in ETF. Nice and quick, little dirty sell off there. Wow, this market's responding pretty nastily. Hold on. Back up. What's up, dude? Ooh, what's up, broski? Pick up. Come here. Here, boy. What we got, friends? The S&P, this is dynamic monthly hedge pressure. This is a possible support pivot. No. No. Oh. Is it MHP long? I'm gonna say yes. Is possible a long pivot from MHP? That's your only A+ pivot you have, like all morning. First dumpage we had another day last week that was similar, but yeah, this is the first one of the first bigger dumpages we've had in a while, especially related to the war stuff. So your funded account, Houdini. Yeah, you were talking about it earlier. What happened? I thought you said you got squeezed out on. I thought you said you got squeezed out on trailing drawdown on Rapid, right? How much emphasis on MHB S&P pivot? This is a really strong pivot. So like, just to test it out, I could play it and show you guys how to play it. Yeah, very close to tapping it. Let me do one contract. I know I'm getting in late. I probably should have got in early, but I'll do one and then I'll add 2 more below on the other side. Oh, actually, wait. So 728. Shit, that's 30 points. Okay, hold on. I can play both. Okay, I'll have to spread 1, and then 3. I'll spread it out really far into that range. One more trade. Is that not MHP? I swear to God, that's MHP. What? Did I get it wrong? Don't listen to me. I'm hungover. That's MHP. That's dynamic MHP. So you have 25k rapid, has 1000 DD. You made 500 Friday and lost 500 today. Yeah, technically speaking, you should still be in the game because your buffer should have moved to flat, or your buffer should be at minus 500 bucks if that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. Just go through customer service because like whenever it comes down to it, exhaust customer service, and if it still doesn't help you, reach out to me and I'll yell at somebody, see if they can't expedite it. But go through customer service and usually, you know, they'll be able to give you the explanation. They're pretty good at it. And then if it goes nowhere and you really feel like you're unfairly liquidated, then I'll work with you. But exhaust that effort first. Are you wick ticklers? Y'all ready to do this? God, our pivots are so good. Our pivots are so good. Why would anybody watch anything else? I don't understand. I don't understand. How would you like to have an equation that puts a number on your chart exactly to the pivot where the volume would be? God.
Late night charts on the screen, I'm floating. Candles hum, soft like the ocean. Liquidity waves keep rolling in slow.
Carry the banner of champions. It's a Ninja Trader Arena Cup, guys. Carry the banner of champions. Yo, what's up?
Live?
Yeah.
What happened? Why are we? Or is the door open?
Peggle was scratching at the door. He wouldn't leave me alone.
Anyways, so they're hanging up the curtain in the bedroom first. There's about like half a centimeter or a centimeter still touching the floor like this. You like it touching the floor a little bit like that or completely hovering. The only reason is because the rod that I bought has a little bit of an extra piece to it that made the curtains have to come down just a little bit.
I really don't care.
I hate this. I hate that you don't care.
You like it?
Huh?
You like it?
I mean, it's grazing the floor just a little bit. I could take a picture and show you. But I know how you feel about that.
No, it depends on the curtains. If the curtains have to move a lot, then you don't want them like dragging the floor. But sometimes the curtain touching the floor is the style. Yeah. I don't know.
So I kind of wanted you to take a look because they have it right now. Just holding it up.
Why don't you send me a picture of it?
Because my butt hurts. I don't know.
Send me a picture of it. No, I'll look at it. What does Pickle think? That's the most important part. Okay. Constant, building into our new house. We've been doing projects. This is year 2 of us living here. We've just been doing projects left and right. We redone the backyard. We redid our media room. We redid our living room. And now we're doing like the curtains and stuff. We just been piecing together little parts of the house left and right. Just a little bit at a time. Curtains should just touch the floor. Yeah, like just a little bit. Depends on what kind of curtains they are. Like, I usually leave it like at like a smidge above the bottom. That way they're not on the floor itself. That's kind of my whole gig. So that's the way I want to do it. I just can't get enough. All right, I'll take the risk here, just because this is the only high volume pivot we have that's an A+ setup, and it's decent enough to we're taking. I don't know. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, let's go. No, don't tease us like that with that little gap fill there. Don't be a tease you. Come on, don't tease us. Keep going. Keep rocking it. Don't be a tease now. Come on now. You might get a juicy DD bounce at the bottom. Yes, sir. All right, we got one more to give away. My Fun and Future. Wait, did we give away the ETF yet? Hold on. We did not. Okay, spin the wheel. ETF currently has a deal. Fast Track 10K stacks of $40. Fast Track 10K in a day is $40. Deal.
This is if they hem it up a little bit more. This is currently now.
Oh yeah, they need to pull it up a little bit.
They have to hem it up because they can't.
Yeah. You want it to look clean.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. If curtain touch the floor, then like it doesn't have straight lines up and down.
Yeah.
Rohan. Look at that, man. We're printing money today. Jay Powell left me his money printer before he left, which is kind of nice. Very nice. Very nice of him. Very thoughtful of the guy, you know what I mean? Congratulations, hold on. Congratulations, Rohan. Give it a shot. The ETF is they're a pretty good company. They have like a really good static account that ranks really highly. Good deal. All right, shit. Let me go ahead and take the profit on all of these. Okay, close those out. Lock that in. All right, so that converted. One of those accounts went, one of those zeros just went to 6,000, so that was cool. All right, locking it in. Like I said, I'm just scalping, having some fun, in and out quick. Don't want to play with it. One of the accounts made 6,000 bucks. Let's go. So how much is that today? Like 15, 16, something like that. Cool. Well, baby cakes, putting some money on the table. Got to pay for some of that bread. You know how it goes. Locked in, back secured. Sir, yes, sir. Lock and load. Pretty solid. Again, I'm not trying to bet on directions. I'm just taking opportunities. This is volatility. This is in the middle of news. This was a high volume pivot. There's more than enough to take 20 points, which is double what I usually want to take in a crazy volatile environment. But that was worth something. That was good. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. All right, we got a couple more things to do here, you guys. Appreciate us celebrating our record-breaking week last week. Don't forget to sign up for the Ninja Trader Arena Cup. Make sure you carry the badge of champions. Ninja Trader Arena Cup. Remember, if you sign up for the Arena Cup using our link and put Rocket or Rocket Scooter or Prop Score or something goofy in your name, like everybody else on the team is doing, there will be thousands of us that enter this tournament. Thousands of us. And as we carry the badge of victory, remember, nobody out there, and I mean nobody, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm bragging about you guys. Nobody out there has more trading tournament wins, team trading tournament wins, or individual trading tournament wins than Rocket Scooter's members. One of Rocket Scooter people got second place the Arena Cup last time. One of Rocket Scooter's members got third place in the Tradeify Grand Cup. Rocket Scooter's team got second place in the Tradeify Grand Cup. We've been on the Robbins leaderboards. We've won tournaments. I won the BDH tournament. I won ETF's big tournament. All in the same year, all last year and the year before. Our guys and girls here are competitive traders and they like competition. You walk in with Rocket Scooter in your name, the other traders will fear you. They can't beat you. They know they can't beat you. All they can do is troll you. Okay, jealousy. You can do what they can. The team of champions here. Y'all's mamas didn't raise no Nancy boys, raised a team of champions, boys and girls. So you're gonna go out there and crush it. Use our link. If you place in our community, the number one from our community, number one. First of all, if you win the Ninja Trader Cup, I'll give you a cash prize just for fun. Just for winning, like as a second prize. I don't know, 5,000 bucks or something. Hold me to that. If somebody wins, got Rocket Scooter in their name, I'll give you like 5,000 bucks as a bonus prize for carrying the flag of champions to the victory box. Okay. If you get in the top 10 in our community, I will give you, because they give you a cash prize, I'll give you a cash prize. If you're top 10 in our community, first place gets free lifetime and 10 prop accounts. Second place gets, I don't know what I wrote in Discord, like 5 and then 4 and 3 and 2, whatever. Everybody in the top 10 will get accounts. You need to use your real name. Your real name for like your actual name, but your username can be whatever you want it to be, I guess, right? Can't you just pick a username? I don't know. I thought you can give it your own username here. Let me double check this. Hold on. Yeah, so you can use your unique handle name and you can choose a username for Ninja Trader. So let them know where you came from. Team Market Vision. There you go. And that's just because we like to go out there and we like to show off. You guys like to show off that y'all are better than everybody else, then carry the flag of champions. You know what I mean? You notice how traders don't rally behind these other influencers and streamers? They just like the entertainment value. You know how nobody jumps to the aid of, oh, this is the best trader ever. Oh, this is my favorite trader. I watch a trader all the time. You know how nobody jumps to the aid to support. These people don't even get on top 10 leaderboards. Their traders aren't any good. They just like losing together. Literally loser, community of losers, which is okay. It's cool to have folks to lose with and have fun with, but you want to be on a team of champions. You guys are competitive and y'all like to win and y'all take no prisoners when y'all go out there and compete. I love watching y'all crush it. All right, last one. My funded future. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, my funded futures. Okay. One more. We'll do one more of these, like a rapid or something, because I gotta go. I got 5 minutes. I gotta go. Type it in quick. All right, we gotta go quick on this one. 10, 9, 8, 7. No, seriously though, like, no, I'm not just bragging about you guys. No, nobody out there. There's nobody out there. No team out there has won as much as you guys have won. That's an undisputed fact, which is very awesome to see us being able to go up and do something else. I like watching every time there's some tournament. One of you guys is like, "Hey, look, I'm like top 5. I'm top 10 in this tournament." It's so great to see it. Y'all really putting in the work, and it's real. I'm really proud of y'all. I'm just being theatrical about we're the #1. I'm just being goofy, but you guys, y'all, I'm very proud of y'all. Y'all put in the work. We do very well. I like hanging those giant checks up on my... I'm just kidding. There's no... They don't hang out giant checks. They're kind of cool if they did, though. Or some of the tournaments are... Who's we? Us. People that we have trained from our group. People trading our method, our style. Wild deuces. Rocket scooter. That was a nice clean scalp of MHP. And conditions are not any better. It might still sell off from here, so that was a good scalp on the long side. Closed out when I did. That was pretty good. Congratulations, wild deuces. Congrats. That concludes our giveaways, friends. I love being here with y'all. Seriously, I love being here with y'all. My favorite thing I do every day. We're growing bigger and bigger and bigger. We had 13% viewer growth last week, which is crazy. Wherever you guys came from, welcome to your new home. You fellow Wick ticklers, love seeing y'all here. Winners, I forgot to tell you guys, go to the YouTube channel, or actually go to the Prop Score Discord, which is in our bio and all that. In the Prop Score Discord, there's this section of like contest stuff called Claim Your Win. Go there and claim your win. That's it. Pretty simple. Don't forget to join the Prop Score Discord. We have almost 3,000 people, and we're still in beta, which is kind of crazy. 3,000. That's bigger than I thought. Rocket Scooter has just a slight tad below 10,000 members, so it's crazy. We had such tremendous growth this year. Let's keep it going. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. You know, hanging out with us with the markets. You guys are the best to do it. I'm not going to lie. I'm very proud of y'all. So let's go crush this Ninja Trader Cup. Show everybody again. Gotta keep showing everybody every single week. But show everybody again how good we are and how we do this. Love you guys. All right, check that link out that Adam Dawes is posting. Oh, Neon's going to be streaming now. I forgot. I asked Neon to start streaming. Oh my God, I totally forgot. Neon might be streaming now. So he's going to take over immediately when I get off. So he might be, I don't know if you got the message for today, but if not today, then tomorrow. But I think today, so stay here. You don't have to leave. Stay here with Neon. Okay, bye. If not, go to My Fun TV.